Greetings and salutations. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Gamersledge. My name is Mark, and I'm not Dave Bach. I don't know why Dave Bach is on the screen right now. Get off there, Dave. There we go. I'm Mark. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Gamersledge Podcast. We are here. It's been 2 weeks. It's time to do another podcast, talk about everything that's happened in the world of gaming and pop culture. And joining me tonight is, of course, the main man, Matt. How are you doing, Matt?
Hey, doing pretty well. How's everybody tonight?
No, that's not the one either. Why is it doing? No, it's doing a mutiny on me. It won't do the things I tell it to do. Don't like it.
Not only is your brain not working, the computer's brain isn't working.
100%. And he's not making fun of me. I said my brain was no longer functioning before we started the podcast. He's not that mean. He's just regurgitating what I said.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's not working.
We say this all the time, though.
It's an act of love.
Matt, say something again.
Matt is saying something yet again.
Yeah, there's Matt's correct nameplate till I say something. And then also joining us tonight is the man with the plan and the whiskey full in his hand, Dave.
Got a whiskey hand.
We do, and a glass that's like pretty much the size of my head. This is a fine, heavy duty glass. It is awesome. It weighs like 5 pounds or something. I don't know. It's a very cool glass. I might hurt myself if I drop it.
And
Don't drop it.
last but not least, it's resident. Whereas Dave is resident hipster, resident contrarian of the group is Yakamoto Joe, who loves No Man's Sky.
It's not time for that yet. It's not time. Hi.
He's always angry.
That's right. That's his secret.
That's my secret.
Oh my goodness. Shaker Dragon, welcome to the stream. Hello there.
Hello there.
And welcome to Lexio and Matt, who is also in the channel as well. Happy to have everybody with us this fine evening.
And we apologize in advance.
Yeah, that's right. And Legend 007 on you now. Welcome to the stream. Hello there.
Hello there.
We have a bunch of different things to cover tonight, but let's go around the room. Start with what we always do, talk about what we've been playing and watching for the last 2 weeks. And let's start with Joe.
Oh boy. So I have been playing. I can't remember if I said this like the last time I was on or not, but I've been playing like an unhealthy amount of Skyrim. Did I talk about that before?
I don't think so.
I don't think so, no.
So I don't want to get all sappy or whatever, but my father passed away in November, and he had bought a PlayStation, and he's like, I want to play a game with dragons in it. I was like, Dad, I got you squared away. I got him a copy of Skyrim. He put like maybe about 15, 20 hours into Skyrim, passed away. I went over and I found his PlayStation. I found his save file and everything. So I'm doing that thing where I'm kind of like playing his save file. And so he was just making something that was cool to him. And so, he hadn't played a game since like the Atari days. And so he made this elf girl, but
I know where this is going.
Yeah. And the race and everything that he had picked out was clearly meant to be more of like a sneaky person. But if you guys, everyone's played Skyrim, but the heavy armor is the cooler armor. It all looks cooler. It looks really neat and everything. And so you have this wafy light. I forget which elf class it was, but it's the is it the Dunmer? I don't know. It's the blue skinned elves or whatever. But anyway, so clearly meant to be more of a like a thief or something like that. But he had a
Rick. Welcome to the channel. Hello there.
Like tank, basically. And so he was wearing this armor. She was able to carry like I think like at the beginning where I got her around like level 10 or 15 or something like that, and she could carry like maybe 200 pounds or whatever worth of stuff. Her armor alone was like 150. And so like it was like trudging everywhere. But I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna play his game. I'm gonna play it exactly the way he was playing it. And so I'm like, all right, fine. We're gonna be these warrior sneak thief. We're just, so I've been going through and playing that and revisiting it. Not having touched the game in like 6 or 7 years, the PS5 upgrade or the next gen upgrade for Skyrim, it's actually pretty good for a game that's like 150 years old. I mean, it looks really nice. You can see like cloud, like the fog rolling over the hills and stuff, and the ambient noises and the water effects. It's all pretty darn impressive for a 80-year-old game. It's really cool.
I have to ask if you've actually played it in VR yet.
Oh yeah, I bought it in VR back when it first came out. There's a lot of really good quality of life improvements, but that game looks like it was made to run on the Atari in VR. It really does.
Well, so they have a bunch of mods for that make it look just like the PS5 version in VR. So it's really good. Oh yeah.
I might have to give that a shot because I do like the quality of life improvements that they made for VR, where like you can look down and you can see the compass and everything, and all your missions and stuff. There's some really impressive, neat, interesting things that they're doing with first person games in that game. But yeah, I played it for like 5 or 6 hours, and wait a minute, I have another game that I've put like 300 hours into. I do not want to do this all over again, but in VR. I'm like, I can't do that. And then I picked up Dying Light earlier this week, and apparently I just don't know how to play it because I'm really not enjoying myself right now yet. It's this one feels really weird because like the first game was like, you don't want to go out at night, you will die at night, and this game they're like, well, you should probably go out at night more, and so they made it so like you have to be out at night. But you also can't survive more than a couple of minutes at night without a black light or something like that. And so you're constantly stressed out looking for black lights and stuff. And I'm just like, there's got to be an easier, better way, more fun way to play this game. So I'm waiting for that to happen. And then I was sick at the beginning of the week. And so I saw on Netflix that Ozark, the new season of Ozark drop, or the new half season or whatever. And I had never watched a single episode of Ozark at all. And so I was like, I'm sick. I'm going to be in bed for the next couple of days. I'm doing it. And so I started at season 1, and I'm up to like the back half of season 3 now.
I can't do it.
It's depressing.
I can't do it because I don't want to watch anything autobiographical.
Oh yeah. You been doing a little bit of washing money or
no,
something?
I grew up in the Ozarks.
As a money launderer?
No, just in the Ozarks, and that was bad enough.
Oh, okay. Did you run a mortuary or a strip club or something like that? I don't know.
Grow some poppy?
Yeah, grow some poppies?
No, but that happened all around me.
Oh, okay.
Clearly, we've seen the show.
Yeah, obviously.
I have not seen the show. That's what I'm saying. Oh yeah,
we've seen the show.
Yeah,
it's depressing. I got to tell you. I mean,
it's awesome.
It is. So it is awesome, but it is also meant to be. So I know I complain a lot about shows like Mandalorian and stuff like that, where it's like you need to watch this entire season in one sitting. It's meant to be watched that way. Ozark is one of those things where I was like, after a couple of episodes, I'm like,
you need a break. It's stressful.
You need a break.
How do you think I felt living there?
Oh my God. I had no idea it was so much like the real thing.
People ask me, should I go take a vacation in the Ozarks? And I'm like, it's a great place to visit.
But don't stay there.
I don't say that part.
It's a great place. That's all you need to know.
That's all. It's a great place to visit.
It's it's a very intense show. You get a couple episodes in, and you're just like, like when they drop this part here, and we watched like 2 episodes in a row one time. We're just like, yeah, I need a break. Like this is, you're just like, you're tense. Yeah. It's one of those shows where it's just like, you really, like, there's legit fear to have for the main characters.
What am I doing? I am so brain dead today. I'm sorry.
Yes. Yes.
Joe, I'm going to pause you for just a minute
Oh god.
while we're on this because I didn't do any of the stuff I was supposed to do at the beginning of the show.
Oh, let's do
I'm
that.
so sorry. First, I want to thank the new followers on Twitch. We blew past 500 last week. We're now headed towards our goal of 750 followers by March 20th, which is my birthday. We hit our first ever month of sub goals last month. We have our new sub goals up. Family Bloom kicked us off this morning with earlier this evening with 5 gift subs and a re-up for a total of 6 towards our 40 of the month, and that's reflected up there. 34 left to go. I want to give a huge shout out to That Gamer John, Fitchinator, Redemption VA, Necrokitty, and Mystical Panda for the raids last night. 5 raids in one show. Truly appreciate everybody and all the love you guys show us. Also, thank you to our new followers on Twitch, Boston, Julio, 54, Van Helsings, KevBot MTG, Animeow 975, Great Games Live, Band Reaper 97, Mindless Storm Panther, Fat Dog, Knucklehead, Electro Nemesis, The Burnt Coin, Brother Wolf 7979, Uncle Andros, and Yakamoto Joe.
That's me. That doesn't count.
I know.
Yeah, that doesn't.
I was more like pointing it out that you weren't subscribed or following.
I'm getting back into it.
I know. I'm just.
flexing
I was just
my
teasing
social
you.
media muscles.
That's why I thought it was funny to put it on at the end.
You're old and confused about
What
technology.
social media?
In that same vein, we put up a new community challenge a couple weeks ago. You guys obliterated it in 48 hours, 15,000 points in 2 days. We'll be doing a streamers one-shot, D&D one-shot, where we'll get Bearden, Persephone 13, Jag Leisure, Mystical Panda, and Sleep Deprived, all fantastic streamers who have never played a tabletop role-playing game before, and we're going to do a one-shot story with them. The date will be legit on my birthday, March 20th, Sunday, March 20th, at 10 a.m. Pacific live stream. So mark that in your calendars. That should be an amazingly good time. We have new merch in the merch store, bit.ly/Gamersledge merch. So check that out. That's bit.ly/Gamersledge merch, all one word. We have joined for Streamers for Kids, which is a streamer group promoting Extra Life. If you're not aware, it's a charity to buy sick kids in hospitals gaming equipment to make the things they're in the hospital for not quite as unbearable. If you would like to donate and brighten some kids' lives, all you need to do is scroll down on our Twitch page and look for the 2 giant words that say program schedule. It's a graphic. Just click on that and it will take you right to the donation page. We had to do a workaround. That's it. So click on program schedule because the Twitch built-in extension is not working currently. So just go down to the program schedule and click on the words program schedule and it will take you right to the donation page. And I think that's all of them. Thank you to everybody that came back and hung out with us in our 5 p.m. show. That was a heck of a lot of fun. It was, what was it? Ferocious Felines? Was that what it was, Joe?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ferocious Felines was the idea for our 4 DMs, one idea. And man, talk about a diverse field of ideas that came out of that one. It was pretty amazing. So thank you for that.
And puns.
And lots of
puns.
Like if Neo replaced the word guns with puns in the Matrix, he would have had all of them flying by last show. So thank you to everybody that came and hung out. And now I will return us to our regularly scheduled Joe.
So yeah, Ozark is depressing, but it's awesome. You should watch it. And then
Can we talk about how much of a pro he was right there, just jumping right back in?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like slam cut, boom.
That's right.
And then I managed to score a deal for Paramount Plus for like 60 cents for an entire year. And it's legit. It's through like some sort of sports site that's adjacent to Paramount.
Yeah, sounds legit.
No, it is. It's a Paramount. What is it? Sportsline? I don't know. I don't know sports, so I don't know if it's a reputable site or not. But I mean, it's Paramount owned or whatever. And so if you sign up with them, you put in like a code or something like that, and then you get that sports thing, that sports page plus Paramount Plus for 60 cents.
Rick says seems like a bit of a gamble.
Nice.
Touche. But anyway, so I've been watching lots of Paramount Plusy stuff. I'm a huge Star Trek fan, so we got instantly caught up on Lower Decks, and
Are you caught up on Discovery?
So what are they on? See, they finished season 4. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we bought season 3 when it came out on Blu-ray. We watched that, and then so season 4 is on on Paramount right now.
Correct.
Okay, so no, we haven't done that yet. We decided we were gonna go through because we've literally like just finished season 3 on Blu-ray. So we were like, we'll just wait, just give it a week or two, and so yeah, we'll end up doing that real soon. I love that show. Discovery is probably one of the best Trek shows out there, hands down. I don't care what anyone says.
What is going on? Why are our roles reversed?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't. I
like the show. I like the show, but Burnham needs to go.
Oh, I don't know.
She can't obey any freaking I just learned my lesson because I disobeyed orders again. Hey, let's go disobey orders some more. Nobody's gonna notice. Oh my god!
Is there a lot more of that in the 4th season?
No, I don't know. I'm still in the 3rd season, and I like rage quit it because she had just gotten back onto the ship, and again she's going to go do things that she shouldn't be doing, and I'm just like, I'm out.
It's pretty. I mean, they rectify. I don't know. I'm excited to see where the 4th season goes because that is addressed towards the end of the 3rd season about her disobeying everything.
What are you saying, Dave?
No, they addressed it.
Okay. All right. I kind of rage quit in the middle of the season, so I'll try and go back.
You messed up.
It's definitely worth finishing the season out. I mean, the season it definitely gets better, I think.
I mean, the 3rd one is ahead, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's the season.
Way ahead.
Right. That's the season I'm on then. Okay, great. Yeah.
Which is cool.
It is, except I don't like it.
It solves a lot of problems though, because with the way that the Discovery was, because it took place
prior to and during TOS.
Right. And so because Pike. But Pike's getting his own show now, I guess.
Well, that guy deserves it because he is Pike. 100%.
He's fantastic.
He's fantastic.
He stole that whole crew or whatever stole the show in season 2. So
my red thing. Where's my damn red thing?
But anyway, all of that said, we're catching up on all the Star Trek stuff. Lower Decks is freaking hysterical. Better
than I thought it would be.
It is because it's
solid.
Yeah. I mean, the writing's solid.
Yeah.
And the jokes and the call outs aren't. I mean, because there's I go through those things where I get angry when it's like, oh, you're trying to oh, look, here's this thing you like. Remember that? They're tossing member berries at you all the time. And that kind of stuff really grates on me. But the way that they toss out the member berries in this, it's not so obvious that it's banging you over the head. It's well, if you look over there.
Mafia Jeffy, welcome to the stream. Hello
Khan's,
there.
The collector caught,
Hello
has Khan's necklace or whatever. You're like, oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, whatever. Or they'll make how when at the beginning of the 2nd series here, how what's his bucket is on Riker's ship, and literally anytime they cut to Riker's ship, it's just mass hysteria. They're attacking a Borg ship, or they're under attack by 12 different people, or there's a fight breaking out, or whatever. There's just always action happening, and Riker maneuver this, and it's just hysterical because that's it. They found a way to really. I don't know. It's very responsibly done.
I would say that the first half of the 1st season did not pull me in, but when they got to that movie episode where they do the ship porn, where they're revealing the ship like they do in the movies every time, it was like that first scene of. It's like when you first started watching what is the martial arts movie Kung Pao enter the
Yes.
fist.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like this. And then they pick the baby up and they throw him down the hill. And I just started laughing. And that was it. It was the exact same kind of thing with this. When they started doing the ship shots and everyone was like, I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. That's what it did for me.
Yeah.
When they're poking fun at stuff, they're doing it in kind of like a
loving way. Yeah, no, 100%.
Like,
100%.
I kind of like it. I was worried the series was going to be just like, trying to be like the snarky thing and, doing that kind of stuff. It's kind of like how, whatchamacallit? Oh my God, the Family Guy Star Trek.
Orville.
Orville, yeah.
Yep.
It's like, Orville expected to be like, snarky and everything. And it ended up being the best Star Trek that they've done in years.
100%.
Yeah. I mean, I saw, my friend was like, dude, there's a new Orville clip up. You should go look at it. It's going to be hysterical. And I'm like, no, it's just Star Trek Space Battle. That's all that clip was. It was like the first, I'm like, this is awesome. I can't wait for Orville to come back. This is going to be great. But anyway, that's about it. That was too much. But yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Well, we'll see if that was too much. Let's go to Matt.
All right, Matt. Matt has been watching Book of Boba Fett. I've not watched the last episode yet. That too. Yeah. Joe hates it. Matt doesn't hate it, but that's okay. So I haven't watched the last episode yet, so I don't know what happened there. But I've been enjoying it. So yeah, your mileage may vary. It seems to be very divisive. I'll say that much.
Would you say it's as good as like season 1 of Mandalorian?
It's different.
It's very different. It's hard to compare the two.
I have not seen it at all, so I don't know.
Probably not. It doesn't start off as strong. Let's put it that way.
It's also not fair because Mandalorian came out of nowhere. Nobody had any expectations. And it just kind of like level set what, Favreau was kind of like, doing and introducing Filoni and all the people that he has, the great creative people he has working with him. It's unfair because it's kind of like how, John Wick came out and you had no expectations and you were just like, wow, like this is awesome. So you can't compare it to the first season of Mando because you have expectations now after that.
Okay.
But we now have 3 episodes of TV shows for Star Wars directed by Bryce Dallas Howard. Just give her something, damn it. She is so good with it. She is so good with it.
She just steps in and just knocks home runs. It's amazing.
Yeah. So in the blood, I guess.
And I don't, just to be clear, sorry to interrupt, but not just to be clear, I don't hate it. I'm just disappointed in the fact that it's called The Book of Boba Fett when literally he is not in half of his own series.
Okay, but wait a minute. Did you have the same complaint for the Netflix He-Man remake? Were you one of those people that was mad that the first half of it was all the supporting characters because He-Man was dead and they had to go save him?
No, because it was called.
You mean the Masters of the Universe?
You know what I meant. Oh my God.
I actually didn't mind it because I have such fondness for all the other characters. There's a lot of real. I mean, because it's considered like a sequel to He-Man.
Right.
It's I mean, there's a lot of story that was thrust upon. I
actually read the title of the show,
and I read the title of the show, but it's also one of those things where I mean. As a whole, I was disappointed with the series, but that first half of Masters of the Universe, I actually really, really liked. I was excited for the back half, but then the back half was kind of like it turned into Buffy, where it was like, well, anybody who wants to be a Master of the Universe can be a Master of the Universe.
All I heard was he said that he was some kind of hole.
Yeah,
exactly.
What?
But also, I was at Target today. Those toys for all of that are freaking amazing. They are really, really well done. I was like this close to picking up like a Stinkor Trapjaw pack. I was like, these are kind of cool. All right, and it had Trapjaw in his cult gear and everything. I'm like, man, that's a really well done toy. I'm like, that's spot on. Anyway, yeah, I'm sorry I'm blowing your mind over there.
You can't put him in a box. You can't put him in a box. He can't be contained.
don't get it. Okay.
No, my thing with Boba Fett though is like if you're gonna call it Boba Fett needs to be in the whole entire series. He's not in the whole entire series. It should have been called like Trippy Tales from Tatooine or something with alliteration in it or whatever. Because like everybody but Boba Fett showed up in that show, and we ain't even done yet. I mean, it's like it's episode 7. There's still more people you ain't seen yet. Blah blah blah. I think. No, I think you've
we're
seen
done.
everybody. Yeah, that's
Yeah, we're done.
You've seen everybody.
So well, okay. Not to be that guy, but I'm going to be that guy. He's technically only not in one episode. So
he is in 2.5 episodes.
He's in all of them except the one. Maybe not for very long, but he's there.
He's there. It's just
okay.
it just feels like false advertising. That's all. I'm just saying. You go in with an expectation. It's like, oh, this is the story of Boba Fett, and it's like, meh.
Rick says everybody but Boba is actually alliterative as well.
Everybody but Boba. Yes, I love it.
Hey, so the second thing that I've got on my list is going to be completely non-debate or anything. Masters of the Universe Part 2.
Did you like it?
The second thing on my list. I
Really?
loved it. I loved both.
I loved it too. I thought it was great.
Oh man, but to each their own. I'm not gonna.
No. I
fault anybody.
Yeah, same. I just don't understand. That's all.
Yeah.
And I still love you, Joe.
That I did like it or I don't like it.
That you don't like it.
I mean, I don't know. It's whatever. Yeah. I wish I wanted to. I really, because I mean, we all know how I feel about Kevin Smith. Like, I'm not a big fan at all. I mean, he's like right up there with Quentin Tarantino on the hate scale, and so, yeah. You know this about me. You know that I loathe Quentin Tarantino.
I know. I just I push it away because I like you. I put it in the memory palace, like the farthest reaches back, so that it doesn't like color my vision of you. So I just don't. Okay.
But no, I wanted to. I really did want to like it. I still, part of me still does. Like I said, the first half is pretty darn good. I was very impressed with it. When everyone else was like crying, like, "Oh, why is it about Tila?" Blah blah blah. Whatever. I mean, it's fine. But yeah, that back half, for whatever reason, it just didn't really resonate with me. But whatever, that's fine.
All right. So let's see. I'm caught up on Demon Slayer, which if you aren't watching this and you like action anime at all, then you're failing hard.
That was aimed right at me because I don't like Demon Slayer. I get it, Matt.
Oh, but man, the episode end cuts this season have just been brutal. The cliffhangers and stuff they're doing, and the way they're playing it out. And my exchange student has read the whole manga, and she's like, yeah, they're doing it dead on to the manga. So I may have to buy that. I know the whole set's out there, but it's like $300. So it's like, ugh. And then my guilty not pleasure. I'm still watching Attack on Titan, and I have no idea why, except at this point, it's just stubbornness to get to the end. I don't know how that won Crunchyroll Anime of the Year. I have no idea how that.
Did Matt just
even remotely possible? Aaron winning Best Villain, though, makes sense. Oh, did I?
Yeah, you stopped, I think, for a second. At least on this side, you did.
Aaron winning Villain of the Year, on the other hand, I can totally get behind. They saw, yes.
So your quote, if I heard it right, was, "I'm only watching this out of sheer stubbornness."
Yeah,
9 out of 10 Gamersledge.com.
Yeah,
just checking.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So I mean, there's been some interesting reveals. And they're not even actually reveals. I guess they're more affirmations that, it's almost done. We're in the back half of the last season. I'm just going to finish it out and see where it lands. But yeah, it's not really because I'm enjoying it. It's just, I've gotten this far. I'm not going to stop now. I've seen some of Arcane because Mitchell keeps watching episodes without me, and then I come back in and I'm like, "What happened? What happened? What happened?" Oh, he's like, "Oh yeah, I watched it." Stop doing that. So I've seen like half of the episodes that he's watched so far. It's fine. I mean, it's not like setting me on fire. It's got a cool style. It's a decent story from the half of it I've seen. I probably need to go back and watch the whole thing, soup to nuts, but it's fine. I'm still working on Breaking Bad. I'm in the middle of season 4, so a season and a half left to go of that, and then decide if I want to watch Better Call Saul, which I guess they just finished filming the final season for. I think I saw that on Facebook or Twitter or something. So I'll figure that out. And then I finally sat down and watched the newer Suicide Squad movie, The Suicide Squad. It was fine. There were parts of it that were really abusing. There were parts of it that I could have lived without. I didn't have any real
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker. I haven't watched it yet. That's actually why I watched Suicide Squad, because I felt like I couldn't really go watch the show, which I've heard is excellent, without watching the movie first. So, and I do like John Cena. He can take the most absurd thing and just play them so straight. It's ridiculous. But
yeah, a lot of those old school WWE guys, their acting chops are like top notch. I mean, even that stupid. I don't know if you guys ever mustered up the courage to watch it, but Big Show had a show on Netflix for like a hot second, and it was actually kind of funny. I mean, it was Full House with the Big Show, and yeah, I was like, this show is complete horse's butt, but I mean, Big Show is still pretty funny. I was like still chuckling, but yeah.
Yeah,
but,
I mean,
yeah.
to be successful in that
SNL.
arena.
Yes. Oh my God, that was one of the funniest episodes of SNL.
And they had like all the other wrestlers were like jealous of, like, who was it The Rock that was hosting or something?
I think it was, yeah.
And all the other wrestlers were jealous, and they were just like, "Big Show, you'll get your shot," or something like that. And he was just like, "Turn around," and he turned around and he was hiding a chair completely behind his back that you couldn't see because he was just gigantic. And they were like, "Give me the chair," and he was just like, "Oh," but he was gonna like club rock to death before the show. It was great.
Oh gosh. All right, so I'll speed up here because we got sidetracked quite a bit there.
You know what the best part is? You didn't need to watch that in order to enjoy Peacemaker.
Possibly.
However, you're gonna love Peacemaker.
Yeah,
all right,
Peacemaker's
I
great.
will get on.
I
Get
hope
to
you
that
think
one.
Peacemaker's great.
I hope you do too.
We'll see. I don't know.
No pressure.
We'll see. No
Not
pressure.
a family show.
Well, you got to remember
Not-
the youngest person in my family is now 18.
Like I said, not a family
No
show.
family show.
No, I agree. Not a family show.
No, not a family show. Got that. Okay, so I did some comic book catch up. I caught up on Darth Vader, Dr. Aphra, Thor, and Hulk. So I'm caught up on those titles, except the Hulk book that came out this week. I started Full Moon, which is the Dresden Files book number 2. I'm in like chapter 5 or something. So just early days on that. Game wise, I finished A Plague Tale: Innocence. Really enjoyed it. It was kind of funny because I was playing it, and my Japanese exchange student came upstairs and she asked if I was playing Biohazard, and I was like, no, but I totally get why you thought that, and that's the element of this I couldn't identify earlier. Yes, it's The Last of Us meets Biohazard. That's exactly
which
what
game?
This game is. Plague Tale: Innocence.
Oh, Plague Tale. Got it.
It's a pretty game. It's a really
It
pretty
is.
game. Yeah.
It is a pretty.
We got it for free, didn't we?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
It
need
was
to.
on
I need
Plus
to go
a few months
check
ago.
that out. Yeah.
and then you can get the PS5 version, or it was the PS5 version. I don't know. I was playing the PS5 version, so
Yeah.
whatever. To try to fill in some of the gap till next Friday, or probably the following Monday, the way shipping works for me usually, when Horizon 2 comes out, I started John Wick Hex, which because I'm one of like 3 people on the planet that subscribe to PlayStation Now, so I pulled it off of there. It's actually really fun. It's basically third-person isometric super hot.
I love it. I like all of those heck because they have like Tomb Raider,
Yeah,
Hex
Tomb
and
Raider Hex.
Hitman, and so I was like, well, I gotta love John Wick Hex. yeah,
I hadn't played any of the other ones, so I just kind of went off the John Wick thing, and the fact that they got the actual the actual actors to come and do the voices was pretty wild too. But
Wick is great. The way they handle all of his like the gun foo. Where I mean, like each. That's a special game that I'm horribly under. There should be a lot more. Yeah, a lot more people need to know about that game.
Yeah, it should be. It's I think I'm in the third section. I mean, it hasn't been too hard so far. I assume there's going to get to be a point where the difficulty curve is going to spike, but your move set's not going to change, so it can only get so crazy.
Right.
And then Mitchell and I were doing a couple things together. He bought a Guilty Gear Strive a while back, and so some new characters came out for that. So we were playing some rounds of that. I continue to suck at fighting games, so that really didn't do anything. But and then Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel came out at some point in the last month or so. And we used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Not competitively or anything, just him and I with our own little decks and play back and forth. So we downloaded it. He was playing on PC, I was playing on PS5. Cross-play perfectly fine. It's a little buggy. They've gotten the worst of the bugs worked out, but the UIs for the console version's not the most responsive. It's better.
Hey, Sounds, welcome to the stream. Hello there.
But the game wise, there's some rule interpretations that are radically different than anything I ever interpret them as. So I don't know if the game's wrong or I was wrong the entire time.
I can give you a hint there.
Yes. No.
It was me.
Just yes.
Just yes. Okay. But you get enough free gems up front when you join that, Mitchell was able to build a custom deck. We were able to buy all the standard decks that were on the thing. It wasn't very many. It was like 3. And then he bought enough packs to make a deck of his own, a themed deck of his own. And he stomped all over me with it. So I was playing with one of the standard decks. So yeah, it was pretty fun. And if you want to play some Yu-Gi-Oh, they've got leagues and ranked and all that stuff set up in there too. So if you want to get crazy with it, you can.
Do the cards have animations and sound effects? So like when you play a trap, does it say "nice tap, Yugi"? That kind of thing.
No, not that kind of thing. It's got sound effects and stuff, but like the monsters don't pop up out of the cards or whatever. It's just the cards, but the card attacks the card, right? So it's got sound effects, but they're real basic. It's not like not like each dragon or monster has its own roar or whatever. It looks decent. It sounds decent. The UI moves pretty quick, so it's not like it's slowing you down a ton. Chaining is a little awkward. On the console, chaining different things together it's not the most intuitive interface for that. And chaining in Yu-Gi-Oh! Has always kind of been a little weird. Otherwise it's been pretty fun. It's a solid thing if you want to play some Yu-Gi-Oh! And especially if you know somebody you can. The setup for invites and friends and rooms is just awful. It's terrible. It took us like 20 minutes to figure out how to get a room set up and get both of us in it. So yeah, that's bad. But you can get there. So anyway, there's that. And then we've done a little Fortnite here and there, which I haven't played in a few days again. Apparently there's more Star Wars stuff. Kill me now. And then our Divinity Original Sin 2 playthroughs that we've been doing. And that is me.
And just so I don't have to say it when I get to mine, it is Book of Boba Fett stuff, so I think it's Ming Na's character. At least if she's
Fennec Shand.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then it's the Dark Wookiee.
Yeah, Black Kirshtan or Kirshakman or something like that. I can never remember how to pronounce it.
Maybe?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I will say
he's actually a comic book character, so I should know how to say it.
Sticky.
The giant Dark Wookiee is. I can't even talk now.
The giant Dark Wookiee.
The giant Dark Wookiee looks pretty awesome.
No, he's the murder Wookiee. That's just.
Yeah, well, I have to own him now because he's a murder Wookiee.
You got the baby Yoda, you got the murder Wookiee.
Yeah, and there's an emote that says "This is the way."
So you got the.
Of course there is.
Nice.
So.
Oh man.
Yeah, we don't have to call people by their real names. It's just like you got murder Wookiee, you got baby Yoda, you got shiny Boba Fett.
Rick posits Darth Wookiee.
Could just as well be.
Yeah, but he's a Wookiee with a heart of gold.
Is he? Thought he murdered everything.
No, he's a murder Wookiee.
Dave, what have you been playing and watching?
Uh,
So enthusiastic right there.
no, we've been doing. Sorry, it took a little while, so I actually got through the whole glass. I was so thirsty. No, I've actually been playing some new stuff, which is a big shocker. I've been kind of trying to refocus my year to like go back and play some like PlayStation stuff because I didn't do that toward the end of the PS4's life just because of the way the house was structured for playing. So I want to go back and replay the full Horizon game before going on, to the new one. So I'm going to be late to that game because that's not, happening in the next, couple weeks. So I want to try and focus on that. And I've done horribly this week with doing that. I succeeded in playing nothing on the PlayStation. And so yay me for screwing that up. However, I have played Wario Land 2 on the Game Boy Color a little bit. So yeah, like on an actual Game Boy Color too. So it's not even like I actually got an analog pocket and I'm just like, oh, I need to test this out with one of the best, Game Boy Color games ever made. No, I was playing it legitimately on a Game Boy Color that I just like opened up my desk and I'm like, oh, I got a Game Boy Color in here. Oh, what's in it? Oh, Wario Land 2. Oh, I got to play it now. So that's what happens in my life.
And then that's actual double A's too. So it's not like you could go, oh, battery's dead. I don't want to sit here and charge this. You just go get new batteries, right? So
yeah, it's instant gratification, and I gotta say, love that. That's something I sorely miss in my my classic games. So yeah, those systems aren't going anywhere. My office drawer is sick because it has a Game Boy Micro, it has a Game Boy Pocket, it has a Game Boy Color, it has a Game Boy Advance SP in it. It's just like I am like littered with freaking Game Boys in there, and they all have like great games in them and stuff like that. So like every once in a while, I just like grab that stuff. I got the new Game and Watch, Mario and Zelda things in there. Like it's just like I am like ready for like a power outage anytime. With like classic games, but I digress. This has nothing to do with anything. I've been playing Animal Crossing still. I'm trying to, I'm still intent on filling out the artwork in the museum. I'm going to do it. So I still play that every day to, get some stuff here and there and, redo some stuff and, thing. And it's like my little meditation part of the day. But the main thing, the main new game I'm playing is Pokemon
Arceus.
New Pokemon, yes.
Yeah.
So I've been playing Pokemon Arceus, and
Spice is the key.
It is
the melange.
No, it's great because when you, I guess they call it setting free your Pokemon. You set them free.
Is that code?
Yes, it is. Because all of a sudden when you set a bunch free, somebody comes back and says like, hey, I got this ground up bag of stuff.
Oh no.
So it's Pokemon Tiger King. I get it.
Oh
yeah.
Jesus.
So it's like, where'd that stuff come from? No, Pokemon aren't leaving little bags of dust. You're incinerating them and you're getting their ashes is what's happening. I can see through it.
I mean, I guess it's no worse than Pokemon Go, where it's like, here, Professor, have these Pokemon. Here, have these oddly shaped candies.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, I wonder what's going on there.
No, they were grinding up. And then, I loved Pokemon Let's Go. First of all, that was my favorite Pokemon game ever because you would literally catch like 100 Pokemon and it would just get progressively stronger as you grow that chain. And then you take the strongest one, the biggest like MFer of them all. And then you take all those weak ones and you give them to the professor and you say, grind them up into candy for me. And then you take the candy from the ground up Pokemon and you just shove force feed that thing. I made a Jigglypuff that I'm so proud of. I made a Jigglypuff called War Machine. His name was War Machine. And he one-shotted the Elite Four like they were nothing. Like they just did not stand a chance. And he was like 10 levels under them. Like
Jigglypuff! Jigglypuff!
Dude, War Machine was not to be effed with. It was amazing. And he just so nothing beats that. So every Pokemon since then has paled in comparison. So I'm playing Pokemon Arceus, and it's going well. Like I'm actually really enjoying it. I kind of like the way they had the gameplay laid out. It's funny because I do stupid stuff in games because I'm stupid, and so you can catch Pokemon while you're battling them now. So sometimes you piss one off and you have to battle it, but it's funny because you're running around in real time as your Pokemon are just cockfighting. So you're still that's the core of the gameplay is still cockfighting for kids. So because you're snatching wild creatures and still making them fight. But while they're fighting, if you get in their way, you get jacked up. So I kind of like that. So that's fun.
DM, welcome to the studios. Hello there.
But the overall gameplay, I do dig it. I like the changes they made. I like the open world kind of thing.
So that was my question: is knowing absolutely. I did no research on Arceus at all. I was like, I've got enough stuff that I'm dealing with the Sword and Shield. I'm still playing that, so I was like, I'm not getting into that right away. Is this the Legend of Zelda Pokemon where it's completely open world and you go and doing missions and at the same time you're just tossing balls at people? Or
it's a lot. Yeah, it's not like
Legends of Creed Pokemon.
Yeah, it's not as it's not. I don't think it's as open world as Zelda, for instance, because you're definitely level capped on what you can do. I'm running around and I start throwing stuff in Muckety Muck, and it's just oh, he is 30 levels higher than me right now. I'm effed. So it's you're still in those Pokemon level kind of thing.
Okay. You made a point there that you kind of glazed over. You have levels.
Yes, your Pokemon still have levels.
But your character has levels too.
No,
right?
No.
I thought.
Oh,
okay.
Well, all right. Yes.
Yes, yeah, which is different than most Pokemon games because you as a character have levels.
They replaced the badges.
With levels.
Yes, with levels.
Oh, okay.
So it's essentially the same thing. As you fill your Pokédex, you're
Raiders, welcome to the stream.
Leveled up.
Thank you for the raid, DM Studios. You're a rock star.
Higher level.
We will
Pokemon and stuff.
The panel can't hear me. We will do the raid in just a second.
Gameplay, but they just kind of streamline the thing. There's other quality of life things that they've streamlined in it that are freaking amazing. Move sets. Mm-hmm. Remember the annoying thing with move sets? You're just
we're currently talking about Pokemon Arceus.
Yes.
Oh, I'm not on mute. My bad.
Oh, okay.
We just got raided. So since you're stopped here, I don't have a raid video when we're in this show, guys, so I apologize, but welcome, Raiders. Thank you. Come on in. We're currently talking about Pokemon Arceus. I was trying Arceus, Arceus. Thank you so much for the raid, DM. You're a rock star. I appreciate you very much. And we're Gamersledge. We're a bunch of editors and contributors. We help you. We play a bunch of stuff, watch a bunch of stuff, so that it can help you guys wisely spend your hard-earned discretionary income. We're currently talking about Pokemon Arceus.
Arceus. Yeah, this is when you realize that the people talking about this game really have no business talking about the game. So one of the quality of life things that I really love about this in particular is like, remember when the old Pokemon games, like you'd learn a new move and you're like, all right, you got to get rid of another move. And you're just like, oh, but I like these moves. Like, what if I don't like this new move or something like that? You keep all the moves and you could just adjust them on the fly.
Hey, I like that.
How great is that?
It's pretty amazing. So you can you can switch out moves on the fly for different things. Like
In between battles, you could just be like, hey, I want my Ponyta to have, hypnosis, and something. Maybe like you want to gear him up to like it's kind of like if you're buffing him up to like, oh, I want to like do some like capturing. So like I definitely want him to have hypnosis if I'm going to go on a capture run. And you're just like, no, I want to go on an ass kicking run. So let's take hypnosis away because I don't want that in there. I want him to just like just do damage and damage and damage. So you want to just like load them up on all that stuff. Well, then you can just do it on the fly.
That's rad. I like that. That's
you have access to all that.
Really cool. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is, to me, that is the game changer in this. I think that is one of the best quality of life additions that they made to the game.
Yeah. That's real nice. And the fact that you can then use that to do all the Pokedex quests if you want. I mean, the Pokedex quests really only help you if you're shiny hunting for the most part, but there's still it's a checklist of things to do, right? So if I was playing it, I would have to.
Right.
Checklist.
Right,
oh my god, the checklists are huge in the thing. Like I can see going insane like on that stuff. Luckily you don't have to complete the whole thing to satisfy the Pokédex.
Right. Yeah.
So like you just get it to a certain level, like and you're good. But yeah, I can see chasing that as a thing. Like that's scratching.
Some of those are like level 7. Those have like 75 levels to some of those things. It's
crazy. It's crazy. But it's also it's fun, because it's just like some of the stuff is just like, how many times have you wrecked a Psyduck with an electric move? It's just like, well, I will bust up a Psyduck all day long with electric moves. Well, you can, and you can get points for it. So it's kind of awesome that way. The other cool thing I like is the crafting aspect. You can craft
aspect. Yeah,
that too.
And the main thing you're going to be crafting is Pokeballs. You
Yeah.
don't buy Pokeballs, you make them.
You just find stuff and you make them.
And they look all
great.
steampunky too, which is kind of cool.
It is cool. I like the little fireworks effect that goes off with the stuff. A lot of people have complained about the graphics. A lot of people have complained that like stuff is kind of like barren, out there in the environment.
Oh, the pop-up is atrocious, but
it is. And there's like little graphical glitches, like when you're in like the weeds sometimes, and all of a sudden you're just in one, and it just starts like shaking like crazy, and it's just like, all right, they still can't see me. I don't care.
So Dave, how many hours would you say you've actually logged so far on the game?
Something I don't know. But I hazard to say probably around maybe between like 15 hours, maybe.
What do you think you're leaning towards in terms of a score out of 10?
It's got me. It's hooked me. It's out of 10, like, is it a perfect game? No. Is it a very fun, like, if you like Pokemon kind of stuff, I can't see you not liking it. I've been playing Pokemon since they were black and white. And they're good, like if you like that gameplay, kind of like, thing, this is a nice jump forward in the evolution of it. And I like all the stuff that they've done. I like how you can just sit there and like sneak up on Pokemon and try and catch them. And I like how you can sit there and like fight them if you want. It gives you like, a lot of options that way. And it's all pretty fun and satisfying. So if you're a fan of the series, I can't really see you not liking this.
So and
my big question, this is bigger than anything else.
Yes.
The biggest concern that I have about this game.
Yes.
The Pokemon.
Yes.
You know what I'm going to ask?
You cannot have relations with them.
Oh no.
No, I
That's a good-
totally
that's a
thought
good
that.
question.
I totally thought that's
Oh.
where you were going to.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm fair, Dave. I totally like.
No. I mean that would be interesting.
When Mark
put
Mark
that
and
in
I
the book.
agree, that's bad. I
Yeah.
mean, there was one time
That's
that
fun.
somebody was giving a little side eye, and I'm like, hey, ugh.
There's not even Pokemon breeding in the game, so you can't even actually just breed the Pokemon. So, you know,
Thank God. That made me feel the worst in any Pokemon games, because it's like, not only am I just like engaging in like Pokemon, like, cockfighting for kids, it's just like now I'm like pimping them out, and it's just icky
No,
ditto.
No, my big question is the noises that they make. Are they still squeak farting, or are they actually making their own noises? Like
they're making noises. I mean, they sound a lot less digital than they used to.
Okay, but it's still because like Pikachu and Eevee and the people that have their own games or whatever, they say their names. They do like they do in the cartoons.
They don't say their names.
Not all of them, but like like Scyther, Sigh, whatever. Or not Psyduck, that's Psyduck.
Yeah.
But I mean, everyone else is kind of like
a Scyther.
It's like it's just like this 16-bit digital squeak fart. And you're just like,
I mean, it's better than that, but it's not like it's not like they're all saying their names like in the cartoons.
Yeah, it's the same sounds, but they've been up-resed.
Yeah.
So Dave, we know your feelings on play, don't play. If you're a fan of the series, play.
Yes.
If you were hovering around a score, obviously not final because you need to put more hours into it, but
yes.
If you were hovering around a score, what would it be?
If I'm hovering around a score, I'm giving it a solid 8.5.
So 8.5 out of 10 squeak farts.
Yes.
Gamersledge.com. You heard it here
first. Print that.
Box quote.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly it.
Goddamn box.
I mean, you've already established so many quotes already for the box, Dave. It's cockfighting for kids. It's
always was.
Breeding is pimping them out.
Not in this game.
I'm not surprised Nintendo has not contacted us for sponsorship.
It's a total oversight.
Yeah, it is a total oversight.
Completely. I don't get it. I expected to be hired by them for marketing.
Have you played or watched anything else, Dave?
It's like Peacemaker. Oh,
Peacemaker.
Yes. I want a guy that makes pizzas. That's what I watch. So there's that. There's Kat, what are you doing? There's Next Level Chef. I've been watching that. AEW. I'm caught up on that. Except for what just happened.
No, wait. You mean Wednesday? You saw Wednesday, right?
Wednesday. Oh God, yeah.
Oh my God.
Let's just
take like 2 minutes to talk about it here. I know Matt's already falling back in his chair, dying. But let me say that I think that is the best episode of wrestling that I've seen from them in a very long time.
It was like I felt like I watched a pay-per-view of content.
100%. 100%. You want to talk about showcasing a brand new character? You could not have done it any better than they did with Keith Lee's debut.
It was great, and he's obviously like
amazing.
Not like he's obviously amazing, but he's obviously like I need to get back in the ring, kind of like shape, because he looked a little tired.
He looked a little blown out, but at the same time, he had heart problems. That's why he yeah.
So I'm not worried about that, because it was just like, what a great debut. I loved how they had to throw Jay White in there because Tony Khan messed up.
Yeah, it's like Forbidden Door. Oh wait, he's not from the Forbidden Door. And so they brought in Jay freaking White from New Japan. Yeah. I was like, oh my God, this night couldn't be any better. And then I was trying to speculate the whole time they were waiting to announce CM Punk's partner, who it might be, and that was actually on my list of possible considerations, but it ended up being fine. It was great, So, yeah.
Did you see he was trolling people on Twitter?
Who?
CM Punk. So
Oh.
like right after they made that announcement on Twitter, he was like, "Samoa Joe, you available?"
Oh yeah. That would have been. I would have lost my freaking mind. That's all I have to
Yeah,
say about
like-
that.
Like that's some pretty funny trolling,
Yeah.
on that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, and can we talk about the Hangman match?
Oh my god, Lexi was like, "Do you think this had more blood, or did the Dustin Cody match have more blood?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm pretty sure Dustin Cody had more, but man, those guys did something horribly wrong.
Yeah.
On both of their blade jobs, they did something horribly wrong.
It seemed almost like fake. It was so
It
bad.
was so much blood, it seemed fake. 100%.
But like I remember like I was talking with people like before the match started and they were just like, "Oh, there's not a lot of time for this main event. It's gonna suck." And then like we're like, "Oh, they didn't need a lot of time because that was a pretty intense 15 minutes."
It was a really intense 15 minutes.
Now, can I just talk about for 1 second the brilliance of taking out the top rope to take out the buckshot Larry?
Listen, I was sitting there from the time that he started undoing the ropes. I'm like, how the hell are they going to do this spot for him to do the buckshot lariat?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know how they're going to do it. And the way they executed it at the end was probably one of the greatest spots I've ever seen in wrestling ever.
I was like, what? I like literally, so like this afternoon, as we were like literally driving to my brother's, and I was at a red light, somebody made a GIF of just that spot. And I showed it to my wife while we were at a red light. And I'm like, "Oh, she went to bed before the main event."
Oh, I'm so sorry for her.
So she watched like everything up until that point. And I showed her that. I was like, "Oh, this is what I was telling you about." And then she goes, "Oh, he deserves to be champion after that." And this is like somebody, she doesn't care about wrestling, but she's like recently got into it. And it was just like funny. That was just amazing the way they pulled that off.
Listen, we have not done this for 2 weeks. So last week's AEW, when Max won the CM Punk match, my wife became livid.
Yes.
She took it out on me. She took it out on the dogs, on everyone. She was so upset. And I keep telling her, this is why he's great at what he does, because you get this mad at him. Yeah. She's like, "No, I want him to die." I'm like, "Okay, easy. It's just wrestling, but also amazing person to watch wrestling with."
But chill, because he's going to be champion soon.
Yeah, yeah, I know, right? So
and I hope he has a long reign as just a jerk off champion. It's going to be so great.
So
I don't know when it's going to happen, but when it does, it's going to be awesome.
This week, when it was Mox and CM Punk, she was on the edge of her chair. She was jumping up and down, screaming for him to make the hot tag. It was like, oh, it's so fun to watch wrestling with someone who treats it real, even though she knows it's a business, it's a sport, but she pushes all that to the side because in her fantasy land, it's real. And
when you get into it, it's great.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic. And she was so excited to see Jay White, which was like, yes, because she knew who Jay White was. She was like, but he's Bullet Club, and didn't they kick Kenny and Adam Cole out of Bullet Club? I'm like, yes. So good.
Yeah,
Matt has just expired at this point.
That is dedication. I mean, you want to talk about selling a move? That's selling a move.
Yeah, he is selling.
Exactly.
He is hardcore selling.
Exactly. You think he would be into this stuff because of how he sold that?
Yep, 100%.
Like I didn't look over until just now, and I was just like,
"No,
wow!"
I've been watching him the whole time, non-moving, completely committed to the bit.
That is good stuff right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm actually like, I mean, to be honest, like, I'm mad at you right now for scheduling a podcast tonight because Hook was wrestling.
Dude, listen, you don't have to be mad at me. We're gonna watch it on rerun just like you are. So,
I know. I'm just saying, but like, Hook.
Remember, this podcast was scheduled well before AEW even existed. Let alone put Rampage on Friday nights.
Look, I get it.
But also send Hook. Now, do you have the send Nook sign in your Animal Crossing island yet?
No, I don't. But that is amazing. I didn't even think of that.
No, it's been in the crowd almost every time Hook has been wrestling now.
I have seen that. I haven't thought of that in my Animal Crossing now. But the I do have the Hook shirt.
Nice.
The first one that they put out, I did buy that.
Did I tell you I finally looked at his tattoos?
No.
They're all Final Fantasy tattoos. All of them. The one on
we did talk about
the one
that.
on his chest is like, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So that's pretty interesting.
It's funny how this like generation is like, all nerds.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I love it.
because I've been like watching a lot of like the Danhausen videos and everything like that he's been doing.
Oh my God.
And I really want him to be more involved and quick.
He will be 100%.
Yeah, I get it, but the whole A&W hiring, have you watched that?
So listen, I got to break this down for Matt. There is a comedy wrestler. His name is Danhausen. His shtick is he's basically son of Svengoolie. Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's basically that. He's very nice, but very evil. And he will curse people. And he wears the son of Svengoolie makeup. That's the best approximation I can say. It's very close. And before he got hired at AEW, he posted a video of himself with a contract to go to work for A&W Root Beer, to the hamburger place, the restaurant.
Right. Restaurant, yeah.
And so he didn't understand that it was AEW because he thought the E was the and because it was so similar. So he just started showing up at the A&W restaurant to work. It's genius. He's absolutely like, I don't know, man.
It's my working theory right now that I want is AEW has enough talent. I want them to bring back the 6-man tag belts.
Oh, I do too.
So I want them to introduce the 6-man tag belts. And I think their inaugural champions should be
Orange
Danhausen.
Cassidy. Yeah.
No.
Orange Cassidy, Danhausen, and...
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I want it to be Danhausen and the Ass Boys as the inaugural champions. I think that's the team that should be the first. That bit, like if you saw those bits on there, he went after the Sons of Guns, who are the sons of Billy Gunn, who is still incredibly large. And so he's just like mocking them, calling them the Ass Boys because his dad was Mr. Ass, on his shorts in the 90s. And so he's like, mocking them with that. And they're saying he ruined his life and everything. And it's just like their interactions are hilarious. And then when he goes and involves the dad and he tells the dad what's going on, like he's cracking up at this, which is funny because like he's the last person I thought that would have a big sense of humor about this stuff. But it's just, that's what I want. I want the 6-man belts, and I want them to be the first run at the champions.
Yeah. All right. So you watched AEW. Anything else? I figured we get this out of the way now, Matt, so you didn't have to have two segments of it.
Sorry.
No worries.
I'm trying to think. So Book of Boba Fett, Peacemaker. That's some major stuff caught up. We watched Ozarks the other week, but I think we talked about that already. I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So my list is fairly short. I've played, I got on a couple of streams with some other streamers, and I played Apex Legends, and I still suck at it, and it is not fun for me at all. But, other people came and played games that they didn't necessarily like, so I'm no problem. Thank you already, Half Spliced. Have a wonderful evening. You're a rock star. We'll catch you next time. Appreciate you, man. Coming by and hanging out. And so I played Apex. That did not go well. Then I played Valorant. And if Apex didn't go well, Valorant was like 1,000 times worse. Valorant is basically the new version of Counter-Strike, which I was never good at to begin with. And the aim that you need to have in this game is apparently not something I possess. in any capacity, shape, or form. The worst player did statistically 3 times better than me. A factor of 3x. That was the worst player. That was not me. So,
Nice.
yes, I was laughing a lot and spectating a lot. Then we also played some Goose Goose Duck, which if you're not familiar with Goose Goose Duck, it is a, let's just call it what it is. It is a Among Us ripoff that's free, as opposed to the $5 or $65 version that's on PlayStation. Don't ask. I don't understand it either. But anyways, Goose Goose Duck is PC only, but it has different game modes as well. So they have like a hide and seek where one person's the killer and everyone just has to run from them and try and out-survive them, as opposed to the guessing who the spies are or the killers are. But it has that as well. So there's a bunch of different modes. It's a lot of fun, and it's free, so can't beat that. My favorite 4-letter word. Also played more Super People, and that game is really growing on me. Super People is a battle royale. It is first or third person, so that's kind of interesting because it allows me to play in third person since I don't do well in first person shooters. But you can be in first person if you so desire, and it's very much like PUBG, except that each class has a superpower. So one class gives you a super OP sniper rifle, and another class lets you run and jump like Bionic Man style, and then another one lets you call a tactical nuke because all these things are balanced. And the other one, another class lets you summon a vehicle, and another class lets you be a marine and swim really well because all these are balanced things. Nuke, swimming well.
Sure.
Yeah, sounds balanced to me.
Sounds right.
Yeah, sounds right. It is in beta, but it is actually really fun, and been playing quite a bit of that and enjoying it. It has a crafting system more advanced than most of the other ones, so I really like that. Also been playing quite a bit. I played on stream Wildermyth this week. Wildermyth is, if you're not familiar, it's a CRPG that has generational roguelike elements and the really good story.
It sounds like work.
It's not. It's not at all. It's not at all.
Should be called a WRK. Yeah.
No, it's a CRPG where your party ages and eventually may retire, and so they have
That's
kids.
life.
They have kids, and you pass your stuff on to them. So, anyways,
It actually sounds like Rogue Legacy.
Well, except that it's not. That's why I say it's roguelike.
Hold on, I got a good one. Stop. You attack that guy. No, my back hurts. Because they get older. I'm sorry. Come on, that was funny.
The sad part is it's a really fun game that everyone should check out because it's very under marketed would be the way that I would say it. It's a indie studio that doesn't have a ton of marketing money, and the game supports 5-player co-op, which you don't see in a
That's a really weird number.
CRPG. It's because the full party is 5. For
so
this
it's
game.
just okay. So it's just kind of built into the game.
Yeah, it's built into the game, and there are 1,001 choices that you make that not only affect the grand story, but also affect each character's individual stories. And so you get tied to the characters really quick and in the decisions you've made for each one of them. So it's really, really smart. The writing is fantastic. It's presented in a pop-up book style. That's very beautiful. And the music is phenomenal. And seriously, it is a ton of fun. And it's only $25 on Steam. So it's one of those things where I was streaming it and I got raided twice, and I asked both of the raids, how did you find me? And they were like, you're the only person streaming this game.
Nice.
And I'm like, really? And I went and I looked in the category. I was the only person streaming it. So
And I do love the concept of that, especially the generational thing. And I make jokes about like, people getting older and everything like that. Like, and I feel bad. And you successfully made me feel bad about that.
you should, because it's really good game.
No, I do. I genuinely do. Because I love the generational thing, because one of my favorite 16-bit RPGs was actually Phantasy Star 3, which was titled Generations of Doom, because, it was all about generations and dooms. But yeah, like those kind of things, like having lasting decisions and like, affecting the outcome.
See, and what's super interesting about it is, you'll have characters that retire. And then in some of the later campaigns, if Dave was one of my party members who retired, if this campaign requires a legacy character, I can pull him back in. So even though he thinks he was retired, we have need and we need somebody like you to come and do this, and you can pull them back into the campaign alongside maybe their kids or even grandkids as the adventuring party continues on.
Like if they need like a Walmart greeter or something like that, boom, you can pull them out of retirement.
100%. 100%.
See, that's way meaner than anything I said.
What?
That's
Jack Leisure, welcome to the channel. Hello there.
Hello there.
I'm sorry. But can we say we're sorry to him now?
Well, anyways, it's one of the reasons I nominated it for Game of the Year for the site, but of course no one had heard of it, so.
Well, just wait. In like 6 months, when the Switch version comes out, Dave will be talking about this brand new game.
Yes,
on the
it's
Switch.
100%. Because guess what? That's the system it's going to. That's been confirmed for sure. Is the Switch version? He's going to be like, guys, there's this 5-player co-op RPG. Did you know about this? I'm really like,
I can't wait to do that. Can confirm the name again to me so I can do this to annoy you even more.
Wildermyth, and it's very, very
Wilder Myth.
Yes.
Wilder Myth.
One word.
Yes. Also, I have not gotten to play any this week, but the last several weeks I've been playing a lot of Escape from Tarkov, which that game is just fantastic if you're really, really obsessive like me, which is not many people, and I fully get that.
Spreadsheet needed?
Yes, spreadsheets are needed. Maps are needed because there's no in-game map.
Oh, come on.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
That's just me.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Come on.
No in-game maps, no nothing. Look, you can get a compass, and it's completely worthless because you literally have to put your guns away to pull out the compass and have it be in your hand so you can see which direction you're facing.
No.
It's fantastic. Slowbake plays it. He knows it. Look, so this is the thing. Slowbake, I got to tell you, I was watching Slowbake stream. He plays Tarkov also. The man is a Zen master. Like, the game is built upon a foundation of paranoia and stress.
Cool. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I know, but it is. It's true. And he is
medication for that.
And he is the most Zen person when he plays. Like, he's getting shot at, and he's like, I'm just going to come over and behind this tree, crouch down. I'm like, they're still shooting at you. And he's like, we're just going to heal up. It's like watching Bob Ross do this like incredibly difficult simulator. And
it's murder Bob Ross.
It is. And the best part is now that I've seen Slowbake stream, I actually ended up in a bunch of other streams where they're doing the same thing. It's like Zen Tarkov raids or Tarkov helpline. Like, it's like the game is so difficult that people are doing shows as if it's tech support, where they will go in with somebody and help them accomplish their quests that they're trying to do because it's too insane for most normal players to do. I
have anxiety. I'm like drunk right now, and I have anxiety just hearing this.
You win.
I just have visions of, well, they were going to send some happy little bullets on down toward them.
Yeah,
now.
no, that's kind of what it's like. That's kind of what it's like. I'm not gonna lie. Not Kutaza with the raid for 10 party of 10. Thank you guys so much. Come on in, have a seat by the fire. It's Gamersledge podcast. Kuda raid. Thank you so much for the raid. Kutaza, you're a
Ooh.
rock star. Appreciate you.
Just in time for the probably uncomfortable Kirby conversation.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there.
I'm
so-
excited for that.
Not Kutaza with the shout out. Thank you so much for the raid. You guys are rock stars. I don't have the raid video in this show, so unfortunately no dancing tonight, but I appreciate you guys nonetheless for coming by. Dude, you know who you look like right there? I'm not going to lie, and you're going to take offense at this, but you were totally the Numa Numa guy.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going.
Okay, I was just making sure because that was amazing. I love it. Maya he, Maya ho. Yeah, that's great.
That was Blue Meanie guy.
Yeah. So it's Gamersledge podcast. We're doing our recap of the last 2 weeks worth of video game news. We're going through what we've played and watched. I'm halfway through my list. Escape from Tarkov, we talked about. Divinity Original Sin 2, D&D. Played some Fortnite. Dave, you do realize that next Friday is Fun with Friends Friday, and you have a 10-0 winning streak on Fortnite that you need to follow up on.
Don't I need to retire on top?
No, you don't retire on top.
No? All right, I guess I play.
Do that on a panel show.
What's
They're saying, what? No raid video. I'm kind of, the raid video is a big deal, but I don't have it loaded into this because it's a panel show.
Let's get it on there or figure out what we got to do to make these people happy because I'm all about making people happy.
All right, hold on. Let me. No, I don't like. It's physically impossible. I can't remake it because it's.
What do I need to do?
Just dance and pretend you're a million screaming Elmos.
Yes. Well, you actually have to hold on.
I can't.
No. It wasn't on you. I had to switch the camera to you.
Oh, okay. So I'll do.
Does that count, Kutaza? Does that work?
No. Is that good?
Is it this Elmo one where he's like?
Go to Joe. Go to Joe. He's dancing.
Oh, something. No, it didn't like this at all.
Was like,
No, it actually just killed everything. How do I get it back?
Oh wow, that's way to go, Joe.
You're welcome.
Hey,
No.
You know something? I am tired of you messing everything up and being angry all the time.
I'm so angry.
Why does it look like you have a black eye right there?
No, he's good.
This one?
Yeah, no, it was weird. The lighting thing just made a weird shading on your eye. It made it look like you got punched in the eye.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Like everybody's just gone. It's completely gone. Hold on one second.
What's gone?
What's happening?
The video for the stream, you guys are not showing up. So hold on one second.
Am I not? Wait, why am I doing this?
Nope, that's not right.
It's not you. It's not you.
It's not you. Hold on.
I could be doing other stuff. What? I mean, I love you guys, but I got like Lego sets to build.
Oh my God. How do I get it off of this view?
I don't know.
No, you're good. You're good, Kutaza. You didn't ruin anything. It's
no, it's not you. It's Mark. It's so Matt. There's that new little Lego. What?
Oh, that was different.
Hi. This is new. Oh my God, this is what I look like. Oh, I don't like this at all. I look like a Batman villain on like the off weeks. Where
the off weeks.
Yeah, like it's just like no, like what was the guy's name with the Egghead?
Egghead.
Yeah,
it was Egghead.
Oh yeah, it was Egghead. That's right.
Vincent Price.
Yes, Vincent Price. Because he had the. It was.
And he
Vincent,
had all the egg puns.
Yeah, they got Vincent Price to do that. Like, how great is that? It was just like, hey, Vincent Price, great actor, love you. Can you make egg jokes? And he's just like, well, yes.
And I
Okay.
do an exceedingly good job. You're hired.
And they're just like, we got to get Vincent Price to do this. He's pitching the episodes like, all right, we got this guy. He's got eggs all over him. And I need Vincent Price. And they're just like, just because the show, everything done back then was just on huge amounts of LSD. Like there's no.
Stone Cold Rick Stevens in the chat wants to know, can you get a shell? Yeah.
Shell, yeah.
So Fork Knife, we finished playing. AEW, Holy Crap Wednesday was great. Watched Critical Role episodes 1 through 3. We have incoming reaction videos for those. That is far better than my expectations. Not a show for children.
Oh,
In
Vox Machina?
Legend of Vox Machina, yes.
Yeah, I watched that too, actually. Did I forget to say that? I forgot
Yeah,
to say that. I watched that too.
Yes, not for children at all.
Not for children. Very funny, though. Thank God I can see Matt again.
Yes,
And
there we go. And then also, I watched episode 1 of Peacemaker. And I did not really like it that much.
What the?
I know. I'm not
Dude.
doing it to be contrarian. I just, like, it didn't...
No, I'm confused right now.
Like, I thought Suicide Squad was okay to good. And, you know, it was good for what it was. And I thought this was okay to good, but I'm not, like, in love with it. And it...
Did you
Johnson,
skip the intro?
I did not skip the intro, specifically because of how much you went off about that intro. And you know what? It was very weird for me. It did not tickle my funny bone. It was just
As
discordant.
someone who has had to put up with your random links that you send us saying this is the funniest thing you've seen all day
Yes.
for God, more than a decade now.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
100%.
I am offended that you didn't think that was funny.
I'm hoping that it will grow on me, but it just feels discordant or disconnected to me for some reason. I don't know why.
I am confused. I am very confused right now.
Now, the eagle at the end, that was freaking funny. When the
Yes.
eagle flies in at the end, that was the funniest part of the whole thing. But the rest of it just was not. It was just random.
All right.
I don't know. And same for, like, I like the bones of episode 1, but it's not like, I don't know. It's not like.
I'm still gonna go out and say that I think the rest of the episodes will definitely rope you in.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it. It's not like I'm not gonna watch them. That's not what I'm saying. I was just expecting maybe more, and it wasn't there for me. So I'm gonna watch the rest and see if I get there.
I mean, the second episode has a good, yeah.
I will say that
Second-
the effects budget for episode 1 was phenomenal and surprising at how good some of that stuff was.
Yeah.
Especially the end of the episode.
Yeah. All right. I'm genuinely, I'm a little confused.
Yeah, me too.
I expected that to be a pretty slam dunk for you.
I know. And
now, if you didn't like it, Matt is gonna hate it.
Yeah, Matt's gonna despise it.
I'm thinking that might actually be the case.
So I'm really curious how this is gonna go down now. Because now
it is such a weird world that we live in where I'm in love with this series and those two, Mark.
So like
it.
Joe,
I don't hate it. I
it.
don't hate it. I'm just saying it was not what I was.
Why do you hate it so much?
Well, there's a danger too to coming into something after it's been hyped so much, because I know I've gotten burned by that before. And whenever somebody's hyping something a lot, I try to keep my expectations down, because overhyping something can just kind of kill it for you, because you come in and it's not quite what you thought it was going to be, and then you just kind of miss. I mean, this is Rick and Morty for me, right? After being so hyped, going through that first episode, it just didn't lock in, and I think I kind of just never given back to it.
See, I will say that I'm right there with you, Matt. Rick and Morty did not hook me in until the end of the season. At the end of the season, I mean,
I don't think the first episode is what should hook you to Rick
No.
and Morty.
it's
it goes.
it's the overarching thread, and by the time they make it to which season had the 9 Inch Nails ending?
That was definitely season 1.
Okay, yeah. So then, by the time you get to the end of the season, Matt, I think it will have done its job on that one. So I'd say I would encourage you to get, because I, like you, did not go in with high expectations, and I did not get hooked until probably the end of season 1. So
We'll get there again. It's just too many. There's too much content.
Speaking of too much content, the first thing we need to do is go over some trailers that dropped very recently. You know what? I'm not even gonna bother with trying to get the stuff set up so that it will automatically sync all of us. I'm just gonna go ahead and
there's definitely too much content on stuff. I was actually had insomnia one night, so all I was doing was watching old WWE stuff on Peacock. That's how I was going. And then I saw myself on TV because I was front row one time at a Raw, and I was just oh yeah, I was there.
I put it in the chat, the actual chat for the Zoom, the link to the.
Oh yeah, this is a good trailer. Okay, so we just 1, 2, 3 go.
Yeah, we're gonna 1, 2, 3 go it.
So
this is the Jurassic World Dominion official trailer, or Jurassic World 3.
I'm not watching that.
Why?
I don't know. I want to.
You're not gonna watch the trailer with us?
All right, I guess I have to.
All right, 1, 2, 3 go.
No. We gotta wait till he opens it.
No.
It's opened. Hold on.
All right. So is everybody ready?
Do we have to? Do we have to turn volume down and stuff? Or
it should not come over your stuff.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. I'm already bored.
Oh, hey, we're. It's a Western.
So my first thought is, shouldn't they not be able to survive in Arctic climes? They're cold-blooded.
Yes.
But they're crossbred with frogs.
True.
So it's all good, right?
True, I guess.
Frogs are still cold-blooded.
Shh. They're amphibians. It's different.
I am so annoyed already.
We'll find a way.
The super hyper mutant hybrid made them warm-blooded.
We can't keep her here forever.
Oh, are we gonna do the hand thing the whole time?
We gotta protect her. That's our job.
Is that?
Just wait.
Can't coexist.
Just wait.
We created an ecological disaster.
Ellie Sattler.
Oh boy.
Alan Grant.
You didn't come out all this way just to catch up now, did you?
You coming or what?
So the crux of the movie is...
We're racing toward
Oh, there's the director of the really good Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
We not only lack dominion over nature,
So the crux of it is humans and dinosaurs can't coexist. How are they going to satisfyingly narratively resolve that in this movie?
One has to go extinct.
Yep.
Come back.
I always come back.
Clever girl.
That's another plane, right?
Not exactly.
Don't move. Bigger. Why do they always have to go bigger?
'Cause it's always got to be bigger than the previous movie.
So Okay. I'm of two minds on this trailer. First, why bring back the older characters? Because what are they going to do? It's already too late. The whole point of those characters was to be the warning against this. So now that they have this,
Remember the old characters?
Yeah. I know. But I'm sincerely worried that there's not going to be a satisfying narrative throughput for them, or the answer that's being posited by the trailer of humanity versus dinosaurs.
The previous two movies should give you that concern.
Yes,
I mean,
that's exactly why I'm saying it.
He said they sucked.
Yeah.
No, we know what's going to happen to the old characters. They're going to get eaten by large lizards.
They're going to die, and I'm like, that's not why you bring them back.
I'm just tossing this out here. I'm going to be the voice of
positivity.
Positivity on this.
What's going on?
This is hilarious.
This is a really weird night for me.
Can you do this with a straight face? I don't think you can. You're trying. Give yourself a second. Continue.
I can't do it. Damn you, Dave. I had read something the other day. This is supposed to be the last.
Right.
This is the last movie.
Right.
They like not making money anymore.
Well, I think they want to go. I think they've stacked so much crap on top of everything with these past couple of movies that it's just kind of like maybe they want to like go a different direction.
I would posit since 2. 2 was good, and it was the last good one.
Well, and that's when they kind of started veering away from the books, because basically Michael Crichton was writing the books as screenplays after the first one. Two was a screenplay. I mean, that was one of the worst books I'd ever read, because I'm like, oh, well, these have like scene movements basically. And, it was all about, interior, blah, 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 blah. And, it just read like a screenplay. But I think what's happening here is not so much because it's painting like really, really broad strokes about all the dinosaurs and living together and everything. But they flashed just for a second there. Dr. Wu was in there.
Yes.
And in the games, if you guys have ever played the SimCity Jurassic Park games, which I freaking love, he is the villain. He has been like the villain in all of these things behind the scene. And so I think that's why they're bringing the old team back, is to maybe like try and find Wu, or get inside the mind of Wu or something. I don't know, but I mean, I think Wu is heavily involved in this movie as far as like being the big bad rather than it being a dinosaur. And so I don't know. I mean, it looks beautiful, and I love that theme and everything. And
so here's the thing. So I said I was of two minds of this. The other direction I would go with this is, I don't know how to say this any other way. They Fast and Furious the Jurassic Park movie. Wouldn't it be cool to see dinosaurs outside of a museum, or running along Europe's, canals, or things of that nature? And the answer is yes, it is kind of cool. And yes, I kind of do want to see that. But at the same time, I want a good story. And I'm not sure those two things can coexist. Because if you've watched Fast and Furious, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Family.
Yeah.
It's about family.
Yeah.
It's about family.
Yeah, but the story's not good.
Family.
Oh, how are you saying family's not good?
No, I'm saying
do you not like Family?
The story,
dude, Mark,
of
do you
Fast...
not like Family?
Dude, why don't you like Family? Family.
What do you got against Family?
Family
is everything. Next trailer.
Next trailer. Yeah, let's go. We're never gonna finish this.
Oh god.
Oh boy, Matt, what did you think? Since nobody asked you.
Yeah. I actually haven't even seen the second one, because I was so on that one, and the first one was not worth the $10 I spent on the disc. And yeah, so
it's like compounded meh.
yeah.
It's meh.
I mean, unless the
Swear.
only cool thing would be is if they find like a rocket and it's like an old ICBM or something, and they modify it so that they can fly and colonize Mars. And then there's like a dinosaur cell stuck to the hull of the ship, and dinosaurs spontaneously appear on Mars and then kill them all.
Ooh.
Oh,
that escalated quickly.
Wow, very
Right.
quickly. Wow.
I kind of want that movie.
Huh.
So
All right.
the next trailer is the Chrono Cross Radical Dreamers remake that was part of the Nintendo Direct announcement.
Remaster.
Remaster, yes. So let's check that out now. In 3, 2, 1, go.
I will say I kind of want to buy this game just for the soundtrack.
Yeah.
The soundtrack is one of my favorite soundtracks.
Another world.
So even though this was on
Time.
Nintendo Direct's
PS1. Oh, Nintendo. Okay.
Nintendo Direct's podcast, it is coming to the PlayStation 4 as well.
Yep.
I'm not sure if it's coming to other platforms though.
Yeah, it's coming to everything.
Is it? Okay, great.
PC, Xbox, PS4. Now I have to say, I should buy this and play this because I actually didn't like it at the time because I was expecting it to be much more Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
And it really wasn't.
It wasn't.
So I just kind of had a grudge against it the whole time I played it because it wasn't Chrono Trigger. And just knowing the love that this game has from a lot of other people, I probably didn't give it a fair shake back in the time.
Yeah,
But-
I absolutely loved it. And it's one of those, like Chrono Trigger, it's one of those rare RPGs that I completely did finish and got multiple endings for. And the fact that you get the text story as well, that's one of the things. Wizdrout, the stream is going great. We're looking at some trailers right now for stuff that came out over the last couple weeks or is coming up that was announced over the last couple weeks.
So now this is going to be my first chance to play Chrono Cross.
What?
Yes.
What is this game?
Chrono Cross?
No, I know what Chrono Cross is, but what is this? Did they? I mean,
It's a remaster. It's a remaster.
is it though?
I mean, not really, but it's
Oh.
a re-release.
It's up-res. I mean, if you look at the graphics side by side, they have been
Yeah,
tweaked and
up-res.
up-resed.
But I
And-
mean,
and
I'm
a lot of
hoping
the
there's
skins are
no
different,
loading times. Is what I'm hoping.
Oh yeah, the load
This
times on that game were
was-
terrible. Weren't
They did say they remastered the music as well. I don't know what that means, but they did say they remastered the music.
Well, it means it probably sounds better than it did before.
This is going to be one of those things that I think. I mean, for me, I'm already kind of like, I don't know. I mean, if you're going to redo something like this, redo it. Don't these remasters are garbage. For me, I
Whoa!
yeah.
Whoa!
Hot take.
Whoa!
Hot take.
He's
I
back.
Hey. I mean, I was so impressed with what Square did for Final Fantasy VII, and I get it.
Didn't you
They can't
just
do this-
defend Jurassic Park?
This is
Jurassic
this is-
World.
Dude, this is
Jurassic
the mirror
World.
world we live in now, all right? Up is down and down is up. Joe
Cool.
likes things that you hate, and I hate things that you love.
Cool.
We're
Yeah,
good
we'll do this because I never played it and I have no dog in this hunt.
I don't know. No, I mean, Chrono Cross was great or whatever, but I mean, like, you always have like that. So, like, Final Fantasy VII is a perfect example. Final Fantasy VII, when I was a kid, was gross. I mean, even back then, it was gross. It's like, yeah, it has some really cool cutscenes or whatever, but I mean, it's a sticky, gross mess, you know. And then
Whoa!
What are you talking about?
Whoa!
I mean, it's not
Good
my
night.
favorite, but
Good
I
night,
enjoyed
everybody.
the hell out of it.
I'll see y'all 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Send all your hate mail. Got my Twitter.
I mean,
Twitter address down there.
I mean,
Send all your
even
hate mail
compared to
that.
other.
I never
other
played the
PS
game
games
until I
at the
got it on
time,
the Vita.
It
Final
didn't look as
Fantasy
good
VII
as
for me
other.
has
right.
never been. Final Fantasy VII was always one of those games for me. I understand. I don't know. I never liked 7 at all. It looked bad, and the loading times were always just atrocious. The whole the turn-based combat, it was vile. I mean, it was something that was turn-based combat didn't even need to exist. That was there for the younger, for like the Super NES era and stuff like that to handle all the graphics and stuff like that. It didn't need to exist by the time PlayStation 2.
I don't know if the camera picks it up, but I legitimately have tears of rage in my eyes right now.
Can we talk about the turn-based combat hate?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, that's a literal translation from tabletop, though. I mean, that's a 1-for-1 translation.
No. Turn-based combat needs to make a huge comeback, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I'm actually right there with you, Dave. Again, what world is this?
The ARPG has completely ruined me for turn-based combat. It's just unnecessary. Turn-based combat was put in place back in the NES and Super NES days because of limitations of the software, and that was it. And it became a thing, and it stuck around into a point where it didn't need to exist. Like once you hit CD media, it didn't need to be there anymore. In fact, what was it? Was it 7 or was it 8 maybe or something like that? Where like literally the game paused before you would get into a fight, so it could load up your random battle and everything. So the disc was sitting there spinning and everything. It didn't need to exist. It just.
What's up, Dean? Welcome to the channel. Hello there.
And that's not even the point of this.
Are you starting your stream soon?
No, it is. We're making.
And that's whatever. It's whatever.
We're making it a point.
My point is that for a game like Chrono Cross, which people have a lot of love for, and myself included, I enjoyed Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross a lot. And
sound like it, but hey, go ahead.
But it's just like if you're gonna remaster it, because we all in our minds, it's like everyone's like, oh, Final Fantasy VII, I remember how awesome it looked, and then they put out all of these cheap remakes that they've been hashing out that went out on like on digital PS3 handhelds and stuff like that. And it was just basically, it's like, oh, look, it's a remaster. And it looked gross. And you're like, I don't remember this game looking so gross. But then they did a proper remake of it, and it looks amazing. And I absolutely love the remake for Final Fantasy VII. Mark? I'm sorry.
To be fair, the remasters for Final Fantasy VII had great quality of life items inside of them, regardless of what, the graphical side of it. And so they just announced this, so it may very well have those same kind of features that they've not announced yet.
It's on Switch. They're gonna.
No, it's on all platforms.
Hey, you know what else is on Switch that they're not gonna mess with? No Man's Sky. Yeah. No Man's Sky on Switch.
Oh my god!
Y'all can't wait for that. Did you get to watch the trailer for that?
No.
Here, let me show you 4 triangles squished together. There's your No Man's Sky on Switch.
He couldn't even help himself on this one.
Oh my god!
Because I'm going to tell you, when I watched that announcement, I thought the exact same thing. I'm like, what happened to the graphics? Oh my god, these look horrible. When I saw the No Man's Sky on Switch announcement, they did not look good.
I'm just why?
And then for? Well, and the answer is because Hello Games wants to make money, and Nintendo's like, hey, here's this cool handheld console that you can make it for, and they probably went, we don't think it will take the computational power of what we're doing, and they're like, it won't, and they said, okay, still want to make money, here you go.
So I mean. And this is like, I'm not, I swear to God, I'm not humble bragging or anything like that.
Oh God.
So
here we go.
I back in my days working for PlayStation, I got a chance to talk to the guys from Hello Games, and they talked to us at length about this game. And the game itself, it's like Minecraft. I mean, it's all built on ones and it's all equations. There's a simple equation, and it's all seeds, and so that part of it isn't a big deal. I mean, it's like, if there's 100,000 different graphical things or whatever, there's a number that it times is by whatever, and it can randomly generate a bajillion different planets. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
can you ask them why my first game they dropped me on a hell planet of hell, and
Because it's all randomly generated.
and it stopped me from being able to do anything in that game because I was just trapped in my ship. Because as soon as I opened up the door, like everything was just toxic, and I couldn't even like spend 3 minutes out there and try and farm anything to get my ass off that planet. Can we talk about that?
Toxic like your attitude, right?
Dude, it sucks so bad. I never went back.
So
I
will say that I went
So
back to the
upset.
game
The game is amazing.
not too long ago, and it was, I mean, the problems I had with the core gameplay loop are still there, however, they have a lot of new stuff, and they've fleshed things out. So good on Hello Games for making what I feel is like a very decent game, right? Is it what they promised us? No. Is it going to be fantastic on Switch? I hope so. I hope it is, because the game does deserve to be played by a new audience. The graphics are not great, but I hope that the gameplay is still there.
Well, that's the crazy thing is they went through so much trouble to, as soon as the PS5 launched, they were like, boom, we're here with a PS5 patch. This game looks amazing. They shined it up. Everything's chromy and, Star Trek looking with the lens flares and everything. And this is kind of like, hey, what would happen if we made a demake of this game, this beautiful game? What if we took out all these cool textures? Wouldn't that be cool? And then on top of that, the crux of that game is the social aspect of it. And love or hate the Switch has a just atrocious online infrastructure.
I don't know what you
hot
mean.
garbage.
It's totally easy to pull up on my phone to start a party chat with my friends.
What are you talking about? The Switch isn't online.
Someone needs to tell the folks at Hello Games that.
Matt's been face palming in his mind, and it finally just manifested in physical form. Matt, I'm sorry, buddy.
All right, I'm done. I'm out. I'm out. Let's
Okay.
go to the next trailer.
So the death of Matt, I think that's
that's the name of the episode. All right, I already posted it in there. The next trailer is for the Atom Project, which is actually releasing in just a few weeks.
What is this? I haven't seen
That's one of the reasons it's on here.
Okay.
You're in for a treat. I am so on board with this.
Yeah,
It's not
I
even
am
funny.
too.
This is a Netflix thing. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, hold on a second. Hold on before we start. Mark and I both like it.
Yep. So
Oh,
Joe's
no.
gonna have to hate it.
Damn it.
We already know how this
Yeah,
goes.
and Matt's gonna be somewhere in the middle.
Yeah. So just
All right.
we already
Let's
do. We
let's
need
get this
this. We
over
can
with
skip
then.
this one.
No,
No.
absolutely not.
No.
3, 2,
Two.
1, go.
What's going on, honey? It's the third time you've been suspended for fighting.
Oh.
I know, you'd think I'd be better at it by now.
That was good,
I
right?
miss him.
That was good.
That was good.
But son, you need to think about your future. Because it's coming.
This feels like a Guardians of the Galaxy ripoff at the moment.
No,
No, we'll talk about that. It actually feels like an old Disney movie to me, like Flight of the
Yeah.
Navigator.
Yes,
Navigator, something
yes,
like
that's
that.
what I
Yeah,
got
kinda-
out of it.
The Navigator.
I love that movie.
Whoa. I don't think we should be out here. Who's there?
Take it easy. Or, fall down and scream.
You knew how to get in my dad's garage. You knew how to close the fridge. We have the same scar.
Right here.
And you're wearing my dad's watch.
This watch.
It's for me.
That's classified. But yes. That once was. Where are you going? time travel exists. This world, our world, everything has already been changed. That's why we're gonna put the genie back in the bottle.
Adam?
Dad.
That was awesome.
Okay, grab onto that railing, hold on for dear life, and try not to pass out from the G's, okay?
Hey, what's a G?
Okay. It's an excellent trailer.
It is an excellent trailer. Like, it's way too good for Netflix kind of trailer.
Yeah.
Right, which has me concerned, right?
I'm not worried about it,
Is
actually.
this just a movie or is this a whole series?
It's a movie. It's a movie.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot of stuff in just a 2-hour movie.
I'm down. It has a early Spielberg feel to me.
I'm
for some
worried.
reason.
I'm worried it's going to be on the short list of dumb movies that make Dave cry because of the dad time travel thing.
Yeah, why not?
Which happens an alarming lot in movies. I'm noticing.
Way more than it should.
Yeah. I remember seeing About Time as like, I think it was like me and my wife's like third date or something like that. And like we go to see this like dumb.
I have not seen it. I own it. Please do not tell me.
Oh, okay. Watch the movie.
Yeah.
It's actually a really great movie, but like I started like crying in the middle of it because it was just like, oh. But it's like it's good stuff.
Let's see. We got this one coming up. Give me 1 second.
I will say the only thing that I didn't like about it is it has what's her face from the What's in Your Wallet commercials.
Why?
I don't like her at all.
Jennifer Lawrence or Jennifer
Garner?
Garner?
Jennifer Garner. Ugh, I don't like her.
Oh, okay.
I don't have a problem.
But whatever. I mean that's
Hey, yeah.
the rest of the movie looks great. So
Mafi
Yeah,
J,
it's-
welcome. Okay, I love time travel movies and Ryan Reynolds and Ryan Reynolds, so it's a yes for me. I think it's interesting. I want to see how they avoid the paradox, right? Like he's got to die at the end if they successfully change time. He's got to erase himself from the timeline.
Oh, that's you're thinking of Back to the Future rules.
I mean,
we've already established that's not the way it works.
No, we kind of haven't.
Dude,
depends on
Ruffalo
what you
is in
subscribe
it. Ruffalo is in it, and he said that's not the way it works.
Yeah, well. All right. Now
Boom.
on to one
Boom.
that Dave is going to be excited about.
Oh,
Am I?
This game. Ooh, no, I'm just kidding.
All right. Well, we might have. All right. Whenever you're ready.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Click.
Yeah. So, I was definitely more on board with this game before this trailer.
Really? Really?
And it's not. Well, no, I'm still very much on board with the game.
I was
but
going to
there's-
say.
There's parts of this that made me uncomfortable.
Sucking someone off or something? Or?
Easy, Fiji Joe. Have you
Yes.
started drinking? What the heck?
Yeah,
I don't know
dude.
what's in that smoothie.
That's fair. Right, because first of all, we already know that Kirby is the apex predator. There is no stopping him. He is, yeah,
Look at him, he's angry now.
yeah. There's nothing,
He's out for blood.
yeah. So like,
Kirby in the Forgotten Land, Out for
Yeah.
Blood edition.
there's no stopping him. I mean, we already got that. You know,
I don't think I like the concept of Kirby in 3D though. It's very much a 2D thing in my brain.
I don't.
I don't mind
He's-
it. This
he's
looks
been in-
kinda, yeah, I kind of like this.
he's been in 3D before.
Yeah, I know. I played 2 of them and I didn't like them, so I guess that's probably why.
Oh, okay. Well, then there's that.
Oh, he's got little chicks.
Yeah, no, this is. See, all of this is perfect. I'm loving all this. Awesome. You know, super looking forward to this. This is great. Loving it. Katamari Kirby, sure.
And then you can upgrade some of the attacks as well.
Yes. I am all for that. Oh, this is not the right one.
Oh, you're right, because it doesn't show the car at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you goofed.
I goofed. Let me find the...
Oh,
yeah,
it's the one right next to it.
Right there, yeah. So just
the gameplay trailer. Was that it?
Mouthful mold reveal, or
You're looking for the the latest one.
I think it's a mouthful mode revealed. Yeah.
Yes,
that's.
Oof.
We're watching that one too.
Not a fan of the name.
Mouthful mode.
For starters.
Yeah.
And just stretching out Kirby on everything.
Yep.
Ugh. 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 We don't need to watch it.
My soul!
I don't know. I don't want to feel like
bite down, Kirby.
Yeah, see, I don't want to feel.
I want to know about the physics of this, right? Like, how can he control it if it's not fully enveloped?
It's concerning, right?
well, because he doesn't take aspect of it. It's like it's a part of him instead of because he always takes an aspect of it.
Okay, first of all, you're saying ass too much when we're talking about Kirby stretching over everything, and I don't like that combination of what's happening in your face words.
Introducing
none of
Hey,
that.
Kirby, go suck on that car. See,
Yeah.
what concerns me, right there, what just happened.
Yeah.
This is the part that concerns me. Okay, he actually envelops the whole car. See, the whole car is enveloped.
Yes.
So, are we saying that his mouth has stretched all the way around the car to allow the tires?
See, I don't know.
Hey, yes, Rick. Yes, Rick. We are questioning the rules of a physics thing in a video
Kirby.
game. Yes, yes.
No, specifically for Kirby, not just a video game. Like, this is... We're going there. Like, we fully accepted that Kirby is the only one to survive the Smash Brothers thing because he is the Alpha and the Omega. Like, we get that.
I mean, see, he's fully enveloped the everything else. It's just the car. Well, okay, the cone, I guess, is sticking out of his mouth.
Yeah. I'm a little uncomfortable with this. There's a little too much stretching of the mouth.
Hi, guys.
It's just like, I don't know. This feels abusive. It feels a little abusive to Kirby, and I'm not sure if I can get behind this.
Oh, he's a water balloon. Oh,
yes.
dear. That at least makes sense.
Yeah, that one is totally cool. But I don't know. Some of the stuff just makes me a little uncomfortable.
I mean, why does he buy stuff? Why doesn't he just inhale it all?
Because
he's supporting local businesses.
Okay, that's good. Kirby would do that.
Kirby is very civic minded.
He is a good dude.
He is very civic minded.
He would do that. That is, I mean, even though he is the Alpha and the Omega, he is the apex.
Would you say that he goes so far as to stretch his neck out for local businesses?
You don't have a neck, dude.
Put his money where his mouth is.
See, that's a better one. He does not have a neck.
Rick says inhale local.
I like it. I think it's adorable.
Yeah, I mean,
think it's gonna be
it does. It should be good. I still won't buy it or play it, but Dave will. That's the important part.
Yeah, it's day one. We get that. Kirby is... Yeah,
and
Kirby is...
How long will it be till you write the review? Never.
Yeah, well, it's time wasted playing.
Okay. Nope. Stop. That's enough.
No, I am going to talk. You don't tell me to stop.
No, I'm telling the video to stop.
I have rights. these are my reviews. Here, this is what you pay me for.
Right, I know.
I'm the talent.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Okay, so our last one that we'll look at, and then we'll probably even call it a night. Yeah, pretty quick. So last one we're gonna look at. I'm posting into the chat right now. I am actually a little interested in this because this is a remake for Joe, a remake of a 80s.
wait, what?
Stephen King.
Firestarter.
I didn't hear.
Yes.
I did not hear about this.
Which, if you're not familiar with the 80s version, that was where Drew Barrymore got her start. She played this role. We'll talk about it.
All right.
Let's watch Firestarter in 3, 2, 1, go.
Daddy,
What's going on, sweetie?
It's a Bloomhouse. Okay.
something's changing.
You remember the tools we taught you, right?
Pencil, desk, paper, shoes. You're weird.
Everything okay, Charlie?
It happened again.
What happened?
The bad thing.
If you ever start to lose control, what do you do?
It didn't work.
She's not a robot, Annie. She's a little girl. With little girl emotions, which are wildly unpredictable.
Charlie?
She just has to shove it down and keep it hidden.
Our responsibility is getting her ready.
Our responsibility is to protect her.
Charlie?
If they catch her, they're gonna put her in a cage.
Charlie?
They're gonna run tests on her for the rest of her life. We'll never see her again.
If who catches me?
Something's happened. I need it handled with discretion. And I need her back alive.
Holy shit. Do you know what it means to be on the run?
Bad men are after us. Really bad.
I hate living like this!
You're special, Charlie.
I'm not special, I'm a monster! Charlie!
I want to help her.
You want to use her.
Charlie?
Don't be stupid.
Where's Mommy?
Do you feel that? Let her go or it's gonna get a lot worse.
Where's Mommy? Tell me now!
She's the first of her kind. A real life superhero.
You need to understand how to use it. It can't be a reaction. It's gotta be a decision. That's the only way that you can control it.
She's becoming a young woman.
I'm not going to jail.
And someday soon,
You're gonna change the world.
she may be capable of a nuclear explosion.
Run, Charlie! On your knees!
Simply with the force of her mind. The whole world going to hell.
Promise me that you'll never use your gifts to hurt people.
I'll only hurt bad people, I promise.
Trust me, Charlie. You don't have to be afraid. Please, I can help you.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. I don't want to hurt anyone, but it feels kind of good.
I can't say why, but it strikes me differently than the original quite a bit.
Yeah, they're really leaning on the whole superhero aspect of it, which I mean, yeah.
I mean, it's the time for it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I wouldn't have thought. I mean, in reading the book and then watching the old movie, I mean, that would have never have crossed my mind. But I mean, like, heck yeah, absolutely. That absolutely. And the cast is freaking stacked. I mean, there's a lot of really good talent in there.
Yeah, 100%.
And then the girl, they went through a lot of trouble she almost maybe looks a little almost too much like Drew Barrymore.
Oh, I thought there was a similarity, but not much more. I think she doesn't look that much like her. I'm sure we'll see a Drew cameo though.
Oh, you think so?
Oh, they better. Why wouldn't they?
That's true. Yeah, I wouldn't put that past Blumhouse, and the fact that Blumhouse is doing it, I mean, love them or hate them, they've been cranking out some good horror stuff. So
yeah, absolutely.
Wow, I'm glad I saw this. This got me excited.
Well, half of these I hadn't seen before today. And I was like, wow, how did I not see these? And so, yeah, that's one of the reasons I wanted to do a quick trailer review of all this stuff coming down.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was coming out.
There's more stuff that came out in the Nintendo Direct, but the main things real quick is there is no Mario Kart 9. There's just going to be paid DLC where they're taking and remastering tracks from all the other series and releasing them for Mario Kart 8 for paid DLC for $24.99. They said it's 4 waves of, I believe, 10 or 11 tracks per wave. So, yeah, they put some dev power into remastering
DLC or included if you've done the
if you do their I don't know what that's called. Enhanced online
dash
subscription
alpha.
Yeah, subscription.
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
But I got it anyway.
Thank you for the check-in, Sir Ironblood. I appreciate you checking in. Ghost, everybody's doing good. We're just kind of wrapping up our trailer reviews, stuff that might have flown under everybody's radar, as well as the Nintendo Direct from this. I mean, was there anything else major for the Nintendo Direct? I don't think there was a whole lot.
I mean, there's another Xenoblades.
Yeah. Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Yeah.
And
was The Wolf Among Us 2, excuse me, part of that, or was that
I
separate?
did not see that. Is that a thing?
That's a thing. Yep.
Oh, well.
2023 release dates takes place 6 months after the first one, which still puts it well ahead of the comic. But yeah, I think this is going to be the first. I think, well, no, it's not going to be the first. There's another one coming before that.
You know what? Hold on. I turned off the thing. I should not have done that. So let me turn it back on. I just got to find it. There we go. And we'll quickly watch the Wolf Among Us 2 trailer because that is worth a couple more minutes of our time. Because if you did not play the Wolf Among Us, the original one, it was a Telltale game before Telltale imploded. Telltale is kind of back. So I expect this to be phenomenal because the first one was really, really good. And all of the Telltale games were pretty doggone amazing. So we've got that one in the chat now. We'll watch this one, and then we'll discuss. Right back over here where you belong. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go.
You're listed here as a private investigator. What does that sort of work entail?
Depends on the night. Most nights it's watching, waiting for a slip up. I don't know, someone gets greedy, someone gets brave.
And that's what you were doing the night of the incident.
Yeah. Took me weeks to track them down. They hadn't cast so much as a shadow. Till that night.
You've been hesitant to share with us. I assume it has something to do with confidentiality.
The engine looks upgraded.
Yeah, a little bit.
Still keeping the cell shaded type design.
I'm totally fine with that.
Oh yeah.
Something like that.
Your boss, Miss White, said things didn't go as planned. She mentioned that there was some violence.
Uh-oh.
In the moments when you find yourself losing control. How does the anger manifest itself?
Who's afraid of the big bad wolf?
That's probably the biggest thing right there is that finally we see them get a different engine.
Yeah, so if you're not familiar with The Wolf Among Us, it's a comic book about. I'm sorry, it's based on Fables, which is a comic book about what happened if all of the fairy tales and fables that you know, all got ejected from the fairy tale world and had to come live in ours, and so they're almost this subculture of, it's kind of like various ethnic areas in big cities. Well, this is Fabletown, where all the fables still live and try and make money in the real world. And the town PI / sheriff is the big bad wolf. So it's really, really good. Very good. Very nice. Very evil.
Nice.
Comics have some of my favorite covers.
Yeah. No, absolutely beautiful artwork.
Yeah, I that's how I got into all of this in the first place, was just.
I remember. I was there.
Yeah, I remember. That was some cool stuff.
So yeah, that's coming out 2023 on PS5, PS4, Xbox One, and Xbox One X or One S or XS or SX.
One XS X1.
Whatever.
Stop.
One XS.
It's like teenagers online handles XX, One XX, One XX.
That is why they do that, right? Because they just ran out of their.
Yeah, something like that.
Like, why couldn't they just? Oh god, it just drives me nuts because I have no idea.
This brings us to the part of the show where we like to thank all of our.
The one other thing we should throw out there, and just because if people haven't, that Mother or Earthbound Beginnings and Earthbound are on the Nintendo Switch Online. No Mother 3. Sorry, everybody.
Oh man, you should have seen the chat in the Nintendo Direct. It was just like, oh, you mother truckers. You trolled us again. You trolled us again. It's just a re-release of 1 and 2.
Oh, it's so great. I love it.
I don't know why they just don't do it. I don't know why they don't do it.
Because it's funny at this point, and that's really why they do it.
They're a bunch of sadists.
They are.
Nintendo loves the tears of their followers.
Pretty much.
Because they know the thing's not actually going to sell. That's what it basically boils down to. So,
well, I mean, this will be a good gauge, right? If this collection, or I guess they're two separate games, if these sell in the West,
they're not going to.
They're not. They're part of the online service. They're
part
of the
but they can say, okay, if we have this many people that have downloaded it and played it, then that would be the gauge as to whether or not they need to invest dev time into making a new one. So I'm sure
it's not even dev time. It's literally just like, here it is.
Right, I know, but well, they probably did. They do a translation to English? I don't think they have. I think that's always been fan subbed.
No, I believe that one exists.
Okay.
And I am totally making this up because I have no idea.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right, so that brings us to part of the show where we like to thank all the folks that support us on a regular basis. I do actually need to add a couple people to this, so I'll make sure to shout them out as well. Those are the folks who hit the subscribe button on our Twitch page, become one of our rock stars, or if it's folks that have gone to patreon.com/Gamersledge, where you can become one of our rock stars for as little as $1 a month and get your name on every single show as a producer. So first up, oh no, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. Where is it? There it is. Pause. So first off, I do want to thank Axe Thompson, Nomishly, Lexi, Mr. J Nice ×2, Mark Steadmom, Tim Paget, Drogadan, Twisted Ginger 25, as well as Famine Bloom and DMS Creations, Peter Caro, Billy Frog, Dance Commander Ramy Becker, Arturo Gonzalez, Mark Johnson, Eric the Amazing Luna, John O'Callahan, Jun Kuribayashi, John Hewlett, 2 times Academy Award nominee Patrick Tubach, Tracy Fuller. Why are you laughing?
That's a good one. I like that one.
No, that's like legit.
True, yeah.
That's legit true. He is 2-time Academy Award nominee Patrick Tubach.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, no, I know it sounds like it. Yeah, but yeah,
It's actually legit.
it's actually legit for Star Wars, nonetheless.
And Star Trek, right?
Star Wars and Star Trek. That is correct. Which means he's better than me in every way, shape, or form. Tracy Fuller, Dave Butler, Michael Sims, Mark Huey, Nick Nibbles, Kevin Rollins, that kid named D. We have on the next page. Come on. There it goes. Trial Access, Rush Monk 2, Bearden, Jimmy Julius, TJ Leclerc 1, Shank the Noob, Jag Leisure, Sleep Deprived, and DM Studio. Thank you to all of those folks for supporting the stream and supporting us. We couldn't do it without you. Of course, all the people who come and hang out in our chat, like Ghost Zero and Thin King Jeffy and Rick Stevens and everybody that rated earlier. Dean the Bean, of course. Can't forget him. Jag Leisure's in here somewhere. Wiz Drought. Who else popped in here? This is what I don't like about Twitch is the chat does not scroll back. Of course, not Kutaza with the raid because he's amazing. It's Slow Bake. And
Wiz Drought.
And Bert Coin. And that's as far as it lets me scroll back. Dang it. I hate that it actually only does that far. That's why we ask everybody to check in the bottom left for one channel point. That helps us actually get it so that we can make all the shout outs at the end of the show and not miss anybody because we appreciate everybody coming and hanging out and being here. That's going to bring us then to final thoughts. And Joe, we will start with you. Final thoughts for this week.
Oh man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have any final thoughts. I bought my first Transformer in like a million years.
What'd you buy?
I bought well, I was toying with him, but it was Coronation Starscream. He has
wait, let me see.
Hold on, I gotta put his little crown on. He's got a little crown on his head. I was just transferring him into a plane, but he comes with this awesome throne, and then he has a cool cape that you can pop onto the back of him and everything. I'm just transforming him now, so he's like half plane, half.
Yeah, I didn't know they released a smaller one of the Coronation one.
Yeah, that's weird.
I have the old big one, and it has like a cloth cape and everything like that. It was.
Yes, yeah. So this one I just randomly found it at Target today, and
sweet.
It's like 40. It was like $45, I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this looks awesome. When he's like all transforming on his throne and everything, it looks pretty badass. I'm just So I was like, I can't pass that up. So anyway, that's my final thought is I love my toys.
That's fine. Matt, how about you?
Final thought is by this time next weekend, by our next show.
I'm sorry. And yes, of course, to the greatest mod in the world, Thin King Jeffy. Thank you for hanging out and giving shout outs along with Neo Sapien, who is also awesome. Thank you, Matt, for doing shout outs as well.
No problem. We'll have the newest entry into the Horizon video game now series in our grubby little mitts. And I have gone on media blackout for it for like the last 3 months. So I know I keep on getting notifications that there's a new video and a new feature been announced and a new this and a new that. And I haven't looked at any of it, haven't watched any of it, haven't consumed any of it. So, I don't know if all those things are good or bad or indifferent or anything, but I am excited, for this sequel. I'm a little leery because I remember back when Horizon 1 was dropping, everyone was like, I don't know about this game. I'm like, what are you talking about? This is going to be awesome. And it was. And now everybody's like, this is going to be awesome. This is going to be awesome. This is going to be awesome. And I'm like, that always makes me nervous. And,
Matt, just.
I know.
No, I'm with you there, Matt. I really am. Because
don't let him do that to you.
I've been hearing way too much. I've seen a couple of the videos, and it does. The game looks absolutely flipping beautiful, but I mean, everyone's just like on this hype train right now. And I'm like, God, I don't want to get on the hype train because I know I'm going to get disappointed, and I don't want to be disappointed.
Yeah, it's expectation management too, right? I mean, if it's as good as the first game, I'll be perfectly happy. If it's better in some ways, great. I just hope they didn't get too ambitious and miss because they tried to do too much at once. But I'm still excited for it. I've got it on pre-order, so of course it's getting shipped to me because I have to get physical because I'm weird that way. So where I live, I probably actually won't get it till Monday, so I'll have to be dodging everything for a weekend at least. But we'll see. But I should have something to report by next time. Joe, I assume you're getting it.
Yeah, I went for the super stupid.
Oh wow! Nice.
Oh wow!
I can't do
I've
that.
been very good. I have not bought a collector's edition in a really long time.
Unboxing
Plus,
video incoming?
I could, yeah, absolutely. Because I have the did I move it downstairs? Yeah, I have the other one that Walmart did, that big giant from the first one. It was the big giant tusk thing or whatever.
Oh,
so
right,
yeah.
yeah.
I was like, yeah, I should probably get that. Dang it, it was a present. And I had a bunch of credit on my Best Buy card, and I was like, fine, take it. I don't care. So I did a treat myself thing and did that. It was,
Treat yourself.
Treat myself.
I have a quick question for Dave.
Yes. Oh wait, what?
Are any of those cameras that you're selling, can they be used as web cameras as well?
Probably not for the D5300.
That's what I thought. But Lexi was like, Dave's selling cameras, and Dave gets good cameras. I'm like, I know, but I don't think it can be used for webcam. So I was going to check.
Yeah, I think that'd be more of a standalone thing.
Okay. Just check.
For that. Yeah, because that's an old DSLR. That's not like they weren't thinking webcam,
right?
For that.
Right. Okay. Dave, final thoughts.
Final thought, kind of playing on the Horizon thing. Lego has been getting more into video game sets. I don't know if people have realized that. I just recently built the Sonic the Hedgehog set.
How was that build? Was it good?
Yeah, it's pretty
Awesome.
cool actually.
Very
It's a nice little build. And it looks great when it's all put together and stuff. So they have a Sonic the Hedgehog one, but also they're apparently coming out with a Horizon Zero Dawn set. With a tall neck. And they're like that.
Is that confirmed now? Or is that
not yet?
It's not super confirmed, but it's
it's pretty solid rumor.
Yeah,
I'm gonna lose my mind if that's true.
I'm gonna be the only one of us that doesn't own it.
It's because I know you have to draw the line somewhere.
I do.
Yeah,
100%.
And dude, smart move.
Yeah.
Because Lego is not a good scene to get into.
No.
Well, and they know. I mean, they've made so much money over COVID here, and because so many people are home. Like I said, I went to Target today, just Lego hunting.
Yeah,
and
nothing.
There's nothing on the shelves, absolutely nothing, and they know that, and that's why these drops that they've been doing here the past couple of weeks have just been. I mean, the stuff that they're announcing is just ridiculous. I'm like, oh my god, they found out all of us as adults are the ones buying these Legos and putting them together, so they're just building stuff for us.
Yeah, it's like I appreciate it on one hand, but on the other hand, it's just like, guys, slow down, please.
I had to get off the train years ago, and it's just getting worse. It's still speeding up, so I don't know. It's
like they did for just keeping it with the video game theme. They did a Mario question block.
I have that. It's amazing.
It's such a cool set. Like, it's ridiculous.
It's one of the best builds out there. It really is. It's so good.
It was a fun build, and just as everything comes together. So it's the Mario question block, and you can sit it on your shelf, and it looks cool as a Mario question block. And you're just like, that's great. But then there's a little thing where you open up the back, and it flips up, and then it flops out, and then all of a sudden you have these little tiny micro versions of the world of the levels in the game, and little micro mini sets that flop out of this thing. And there's a hidden Bowser in the thing, and there's it's such a a neat thing, and they're just doing such great stuff with this. So, but the cool thing is they're getting more into video game sets.
So Dave, why are you not using these phenomenal cameras you have to do a full build reveal for Lego sets?
Because I don't know, other people do it, and I don't know.
I'm just curious.
Because I just kind of, I don't know.
I just think you never thought of it.
No, I just kind of like built them.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry.
That's not fine. It's fine. I'm just curious.
No, I just feel like a selfish jerk right now, and I feel like I upset you.
Not at all. Not at all.
It's
my final thought is 2 weeks from today, I will have another game in my hand that is coming out. So on that Friday, we will be doing 3 streams. Lord help me. We'll have the 4DMs 1 idea at 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll have Gamersledge podcast at 7:15 p.m. Pacific. And then when that is done, which is probably going to be about 9:30 to 10 o'clock Pacific, we will start a 3rd stream for Elden Ring, which comes out on that Friday. So,
oof.
Yes. So I will be playing some. I will be streaming some Horizon Zero West next week, but then after that, we'll probably move on to Elden Ring, because that's the one I am very much waiting for, and I cannot wait to see. So that's my final thought. That brings us to the end of the show. Thank you, everybody, for coming and hanging out and chatting and listen to our rants on what one of us likes and the other one hates, and vice versa. It brings us to the point of the show where we leave you with a sage piece of advice to tide you over until next we meet. And since I am going out of my comfort zone with this joke, Dave,
this is terrifying already.
This is a sports ball joke. Dave, why did the football coach go to the bank?
To get his quarterback?
Yes. Thank you.
Oh.
Perfect. Thanks.
Oh.
Yeah. We're going to raid somebody, but it'll be after our schedule coming up. We may have some shows on the weekend. It'll be TBA mainly because we're moving, so we'll see how that works out. But until next time, thanks for watching. Be excellent to each other. We're going to raid, so please stick around. Until then, game on.
Game on.
Game on.